Well, you're probably waiting for the show to start. Well, I can understand that. And trust me, you were in the right place. But before we start the show, we got to let you know that today's show is brought to you by a very special and new sponsor to the show. None other than Southern New Hampshire University. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And you know I'm excited about it. Number one, because they're doing a great thing in terms of helping people overcome, some of the experience barriers that are holding people back, right? And we know that that comes up a lot as we progress through this professional world and just adulthood, right? So with SNHU, the beautiful part about them is this. They are designed for people like you and me, man. The ones that are busy, but can make some time to be on the online space and, multitask, so to speak. And that is what SNHU brings to the table. The largest, or one of the largest, accredited nonprofit online degree offerings. Man, it is a dope thing that they got going on over there. One of the programs that stood out to me the most is their sports management program, in terms of being able to, number one, work at your own pace. They have multiple times throughout the year where you're able to get into the course and ultimately progress through at your own speed, 24/7 access. I mean, those are beautiful things, especially when we're just talking about the working person, the busy person, the person with the family out there. SNHU. Oh, they trying to hook you up. They trying to help you out, baby. Now, like I said, for myself, man, I've utilized the online program very similar to this, and I can tell you firsthand the benefits that come from these type of programs and what SNHU is offering, man. You don't want to miss out on it. So check out the link, all right? snhu.edu/Arthur Moats, all right? You check that out. Obviously, this is all in the description as well. But I want you to check that out, man. Look at that sports management program and just see some of the average salaries associated with degrees in this field, man. Could definitely be something that might motivate you, make you want to go out there and do something special out there and, ultimately put yourself on an even better trajectory. But with that being the case, you see right here, SNHU, Southern New Hampshire University, I stand by them. And as always, keep being great. But now I think it's time to get back to the show. So, you already know, don't touch that dial, baby. What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, everything's good over here, man. Vibed out with the homie now, man. How are you? Shout out to the pit shirt, too, man.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Could dig that, man. Sure.
Don't have too much going on. You got anything exciting?
I mean, sure. I guess. Did get a chance to go down to OTAs yesterday. First one. Shout out to that. I mean, it was pretty cool. Then, bumped into your man 7 last night.
What do you have to say?
TP's event. Oh, we was competing, bro. Yeah, man. We was locked in, bro. It was a whole football game taking place at Acrisure Stadium last night, bro.
Wait, what?
Yes, bro. Yes. Shout out to Troy, man. Troy Polamalu, man. He had a big flag football event last night where he had.
Oh, someone brought that up.
Yeah,
a month ago.
Yeah, so all of us playing in it. Yeah. So 7 was on the other team. B left, which is my QB. So it wasn't a lot of friendlies. It was like, bro, we had y'all let us. It was crazy. But it was a good time, though. It was definitely a good time, man. Yeah. And then we also got a bonus update today. Terms of NFL draft location for 2026 coming right to the city. So, like I said, man, some cool stuff happening around here, man. Some cool stuff. Yeah.
Damn, dude, how was that game?
Oh, the game was fire.
Who won?
They did, actually, and it was craziness, man. So,
game-winning drive by 7?
No, actually, we almost had a game-winning pick 6. The thing was this, bro. The scoring, in terms of the flag football rules, they were doing, I guess, 6 points for a touchdown, 3 points for an interception, 10 points for a pick 6. We ended up losing by 6 at the end. It was weird. I don't think they got it. It was they had a pick 6 early in the game. And in the end of it, we ended up being down by 10. Shout out to young Mason Tomlin, though. He picked off your boy in the end zone. And we was running that thing all the way back. And unfortunately.
What, Tomlin's son?
Yeah.
7 was just being nice.
Oh, no.
it was some pick sixes that yeah, we was all looking at him like, bro, did you do? Because that's not a football player. That's a regular person over there. It was some of them that happened. But not just on your boy. It was a good amount of guys had some bad tape out there. Put some bad stuff on tape. Couple guys out there.
He was just being nice.
All I'm going to say is this, man.
He was building up his confidence. Hey, look, that's all.
Shout out this. No. But this is the thing, though. Everybody laughs because we all say the same thing. All of us had that vibe of we're not taking this thing serious until something happens. And then everybody's like, all right, now by the time you done, we all leaking. I'm in here. I've been chilling all day.
It's like the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, bro. We were all over here like, bro, I'm not wearing no cleats on. Everybody's vibing out. One person put a cleat on. That guy get a glove on. Next thing you know, it got kind of real, bro. Yeah.
What were the teams?
So let's see. On my team, we had Byron left, which was the Q. Shazier was out there. Like I said, me. Let's see who was on the black team. Me, Brian McFadden, Mike Logan. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna draw a blank and miss some of these dudes. I'm sure I am. Then on the other side, they had Seven, Hines, Debo. C. Batch was there, but he wasn't playing. He was like the alternative like coach. Dick LeBeau was their coach. Coach T was our coach. Oh man, who am I forgetting though? I feel like I'm forgetting a couple of dudes.
LeBeau was in.
Yeah. Come on, man. Shout out to Coach LeBeau. Man, it's TP, bro. You know if TP gonna come through, it was like that. So yeah, man. TP was out there. TP dropped the pick. The first time I seen him drop a pick, I'm like, bro, I couldn't believe it. It was insane, bro. Hit him right in the hands too. He dropped the pass. I was like, yo, he was on our team. Now he was on our squad. Shout out to Heath. Yeah. Ike T was on their squad. Ike was playing hard the whole time. I was guarding Ike on a couple. I'm like, bro, you're running really fast right now, bro. Like he was really he low key. He showed some hands. See, it was a lot of weird stuff going on yesterday. He was catching deep passes from 7.
Oh, so it was like you played both ways.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bro, I was catching I'm an AB guy. That was my default first down celebration. I didn't know until I caught my first down. You don't know what you're going to do. So I caught my first down, and I instantly got up, and then I caught another one.
Felt natural. Huh?
Yeah, it was like if that's my natural go-to, I just felt like it just felt like that's who I would be if I was celebrating. It felt appropriate. Coach ain't saying that. He won't trip it on it. So I was like, I got to pass, but I think we're good on it, man. But yeah, man, you know your boy 7, man. We laughed because we said at the end, it ended how it was supposed to. If 7 is dueling and left, which is dueling, and both are running the numbers up, at the end, 7 should be able to outduel B left, which. And that's ultimately how it ended. 7 got the last touchdown. Yeah, that's pretty much how it worked. Because he scored. Did we score? It was like a weird 1-2. It was like they scored, we did something, we got the pick, tried to run it back, and then stopped him at the 5 he got caught on, man. But if we would have ran it all the way in though, they wouldn't have been able to tell us nothing, bro. But yeah, it was an insane game though. Insane game. Shout out to I think Kurt Angle was out there. He was against us though. He wasn't on our team. He was not with us. But no, it was a vibe though, man. Like I said, shout out to TP, man.
Yeah, this sounds like a dope event. Was it open to the public?
Yes, it was. Because whoever brought it up.
Yeah, I remember someone bringing it up in the chat a while ago. They were like, Moats, are you going to be there?
And remember, I had no clue about it up until we did the alumni stuff. And it was like, yo, Troy's going to do his thing on this day. I was like, all right, bet. So we was at the practice. Then we all just shouted over there to the little game, man. But it was a vibe, though, bro. It was definitely a vibe, man. I was just glad that I ain't put no bad tape out there, all right? So the podcast is safe. It's some bad tape out there from the people, though. Like, if non-NFL players are making or former NFL players touch the grass, that's not a good look. You catch what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Yeah, if non-NFL players are getting, yak, sitting people down, it's like, And then when they start getting the turnovers, you like, bruh, that's not even a guy. How did he get that, bruh? Yeah, it was some of them going on, bro. It was some of them going on, man. But it was definitely a vibe.
Let's go. UW says it was him.
It was him who got what?
That brought it up in the chat a while ago.
Well,
and Official Momentum, apparently,
as
well.
Shout out, man.
So they were the two.
No, like I said, definitely shout out there, man. Yeah. Like I said, man, that was the first one for Troy in terms of, he calls it the Resilience Bowl for, the foundation that he's working with and stuff like that. So it was like, all right, if this is going to be the first one, hopefully we do this an annual day, man. But, Deke, I knew it was serious when the A team pulled up fresh off the private jet, okay? What's the A team? So.
Private jet.
So let me set the scene. Like I told you, Dick LeBeau, Coach T, Kurt Angle.
Why is Coach T coming in from a private jet?
No, you're not listening. I said, just listen. We in the locker room. I'm setting the scene. Coach T, Dick LeBeau, Kurt Ang, Heath, Debo's in the building, right? You got shout out to Fed. You know Fed the homie. Coming to the show, right? Fed the guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was out there. Chevy Wills was out there. Shout out to them. So like I said, like we got the local guys, right? You got the draft picks in there. Troy Polamalu, Zach, Roman, Peyton, all them dudes, right?
Damn,
So
I
we're
feel like I missed out on an invite here.
if it was like that, I would have let you know. It was quick, all right? But this is the thing, though, right? So we're going through all this stuff, man. All the who's, all the... I was like, yo, who's this? Oh, it's Chris Kirkpatrick. I was like, bro, the only reason why I know this guy's name is because Eminem, when he was dissing, he said, yo, kiss Chris Kirkpatrick, you can get your kick worse than a little Limp Biscuit. You know what I mean? And that's what I remembered it from. And I was like, yo! I was like, dang. But the money team walks in. This how the scene is set. So, we're all in line. We all got our jerseys on. We getting ready to go outside. And they're like, hold on. They're here. I was like, who's they? The door opens up. Security walks in first. And we just see bags coming in. 7. Hines. Jerome Bettis. And then who was, oh my God, I'm trying to go to the fourth one. Oh my goodness. Because yeah, it was, and Merrill Hodge. They all come through. It was like, yo, bring it in. They got the golf bags in one hand and then the duffel bags in the other hand. And we like, bro, what's going on? They're like, yo, they just fresh off the flight. They was at Jerome's event in New York and they wanted to get here for Troy's event, so they loaded up the PJ. I said, bro, they walked in that thing like the money team, bro. It was like, sheesh. Go through the event's over. Deke, when I tell you they left just like the money team, Deke, by the time we got back to the locker room, it was like about 2-3 minutes of, all right, everybody good. And you heard him say, hey, the Jets leaving.
Man.
Star Boy, we like, God. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is legendary, bro.
Strictly business.
It was legendary, bro. But they lit it up. When I tell you, like, we was all back and forth about who was going to play, the money team played the whole time. I was a little hesitant. TG was a little hesitant. We was like, yo, we ain't trying to get out there. They was out there from start to finish. They warm up to it. They was like, yo, from the beginning. They never came off. I'm like, yo, y'all real for that, bro. Y'all real. So shout out to them, though, man. But like I said, as a whole, it was a vibe, man. It really was a vibe to see all like alumni, man. Chris Hope being out there. Obviously, Super Bowl champ. He was starting out there the whole time on defense. You see what I'm saying? Troy being out there starting on defense. We like, bro, this flag football, like, y'all wilding right now. But it was fire, though, man. Like I said, man, and just the nostalgia element of it, being down there at the stadium, the crowd being there, shout out to everybody that was in attendance as well, supporting Troy. But no, it was a vibe, though, bro. Definitely was a vibe. So if he does it again, because this was the first one, if he does it again, definitely got the invite. No need trip. But
Me
yeah,
or you?
I'm already a part
Okay.
of it. Yeah. That's it's different. I was like, for you, though. Yeah.
I'm questioning my status for this
Yeah.
Cam Heyward softball event now coming up.
Ooh, don't do that. Why you doing that? Don't do that.
I don't know. I didn't go last year.
Don't do that.
I didn't get the invite for this Troy P one. I
Don't do
just
that.
don't know.
I didn't go
anymore.
last year either.
I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah, I didn't go last year either. I said this was alumni. All right. You anybody that saw anything? Because I was like unplugged for the majority of the day. It was alumni day. So it was like I got my little man down there at practice. I was on dad duty. And then from dad duty, it was like, yo, come home, play Batman real quick. Got to get some studying in. All right, shout out to baby girl KK. Had to get that tutor in there. But then after that, man, we got back down there. It was activated. So it was a crazy day. But it was a vibe, though, nonetheless, man.
Nice.
So, yeah. But, yeah, man, you're always invited to pull up to any of this stuff, bro. Don't get it twisted. But I get what you're saying, though, too, man. So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But, yeah, like I said, man, it was a good time, though, man. It was good. Like I said, man, to see some of the dudes still out there trying, you know what I mean? It was all right. Okay, I like it.
I'm not putting
I
the
like
invite
it.
on you, by
Oh,
the
no,
way.
no.
This is on Troy P. He needs to reach out to me.
Hey, listen, man. Troy knows.
Okay.
Because it was a lot of people that was coming from places. I was like, bro, where'd you flying from? Like, yo, you're big money. When you look up the stakeholders in the organization, it's like, yo, your name's at the top of that list and you're just here. It's like, you flew just for this? You're the man. Shout out to Troy. He's my friend. I know him too. Yeah, it was like that vibe, though, bro. So, yeah.
All right, well, what do we got here?
Man, so like I said, we had that. We obviously got to talk about these OTAs. Some of the reports are coming out. Like I said, man, I'll talk about some of the stuff that I saw as well. And then TG also.
Yeah, you were there firsthand.
Yeah, TG was too, though. So I'm going to give what I seen. And then, like I said, man, TG had a little perspective on some of the stuff as well, man. TG was funny, though. Oh, that boy was funny out there. I didn't know if he was trying to be alumni or if he was trying, to backdoor his way to the coaching staff, bro.
Good.
I was like, yo, TG, bro.
You got to.
TG
You got to
was like-
network.
TG said, look, man, you stay over there. I'm over here. He had the coach fit up like, yo, I love it, bro. I love it. So we'll obviously talk with him about some of that as well, man. But
What did he say? Don't let him see what it looks like without you.
hey, that's what he always says. You know that's the truth, man.
He wanted to show him,
Yeah.
at least let them get a glance of what it looks like with him.
Hey, my dog was out there. He was out there.
I like that.
He was like, yo, if I would know it was like this, I'd be up here way more often. Like, hey, bitch, all right. We're going to find out then. We're going to see. 'Cause, you know, you got TGs wherever, you know, who knows where the homie going to be at. But like I said, there was definitely a vibe, though, man. Definitely was. But, shout out to Troy. Shout out to all the dudes that pulled up. Shout out to all the fans that were out there as well. And shout out to Coach T, Mr. Rooney, Kevin Copeland, and everybody for the alumni stuff as well, man. Like I said, definitely was a vibe. So with that being the case, though, man, let's start the show like how we always do. Let us know in the comment section where you're tuning in from, and that way we'll give you those big boy shout outs to start the day's show. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the Don Hefe One. And subscribe if you are new to the channel. Appreciate you as always. But drop it in the comment section where you're tuning in from. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Tito Good Vibes says TG's a dog.
I was like, yeah, I mean, he's cute, dog. That's a good dog, yeah.
He's working his connections. Yeah.
Hey, he was, like I said, man, TG was in the lab, man. He was getting after it. Did someone say something about the volume? Turn that up just a smidge. I think I'm turning it the right way.
Mic check.
There we go. There we
Yo,
go. Boom.
Mic, my mic check.
There it is. Yeah, our levels
Drop
up
a
right
beat.
now. Ooh, okay. Hey.
We got 100K tuning in from Memphis.
Shout out to Memphis, baby, and shout out to 100K as well, baby.
Leah Warren, the 254, chilling today on some COD.
Ooh. You on the duty? Is she really? No. She can't be on duty. Is she really on duty? It's not like you saying you on duty. Is you playing the duty? Leah,
I don't think you
know
make
you're not
that
playing.
comment if
I
you're
was
not.
about to say, Leah, it sounds like you saying you playing on that duty. That's what it sounds like you saying.
Hey, yo,
We're
Germ
gonna find
from Naptown, the 317.
Shout out to Naptown one time for the culture. What up, Germ?
Michael G. from the 407 Orlando, the mighty Pittsburgh Steelers, landlords of the NFL. The
Respect
Empire
to that.
strikes back.
Respect to that. And Leah also says she is playing. She says she's the gamer girl. Respect. You need to drop your gamer tag in the thing, man. Yeah, and he was on the duty. Let's go.
Did you ever match up with any of these people in the chat that have called you
I
out?
did not, man. I did not.
Are they ducking the smoke?
I don't think they're ducking it intentionally, but every time I've been on, I ain't seen them. So I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm on daily.
So you friend requested
I'm
them?
pretty much on daily. I do know that part. You know, strong possibility I'll be on tonight. You know, yeah. It's like my unwind. It was a long day yesterday, Deke. I gotta kick my feet up today. Get on the sticks tonight, man.
Understood. Cleve Williams from the 305. Just had my second son on Saturday. Baby boy Carter is here.
Respect, and congratulations to baby boy Carter as well. Now, I do see Richard Arbizo calling you all, though, for ducking the smoke. Just throwing that out there. He says that you still are ducking that Madden smoke. I get it. I could definitely get it, man. Yeah.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
There's no excuses. I could bring up some context, but it's fair. I haven't played Madden in a minute. A lot of people have been challenging me. TG's one of them.
Yeah, a lot of people want to see you, man.
I haven't really played many people in terms of like a matchup, like a setup matchup. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not even going to deny it.
It's all right, man. It's all right. You're going to bounce back, though. Whenever you come back, bro, it's going to be like Return of the Sith. I feel it, man.
I'll be back soon, definitely, because college football's coming up. I'm definitely doing an online dynasty. So however that happens and, you know, who's involved and whatnot, like if you want to get involved, I'm definitely doing one. So if it's open to the podcast, if it's open to the Discord, you know, the Twitch followers and subscribers from, it seems like back in the day, like
Trust me, bro. I remember you had a
so
whole
long
list.
ago.
Remember, it was a whole list that was being compiled up
It's
of
so
like,
long ago.
all right, that name for that team, this name for that team. Yeah, bro.
Like I don't even know if it's the same people anymore. It's been so long. Like,
But whenever
I'm
you
sure,
come
I'm
back,
sure
though,
people
they're gonna respond to you. You know they're gonna respond.
Right. Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely doing an online dynasty for that. But I still would like to. You know what? I'm gonna predict June. I'm gonna get back on the sticks.
June. So
Nah,
what's the significance with June? Anything?
I just need to. No. I just need to get warmed up for this college football game.
Okay.
And there have been some good Steeler cards that drop for Mads. Maybe I'll do some fun Ultimate Team content for like a month and a half before NCAA football comes out. Or College Football 25 comes out. That's what they're calling it now.
Yeah, it's still NCAA though, right? That's why we
We got
Skeeter
Nick
Jones said you did a
Ferrier.
mini camp to get right.
Nick Ferrier from the 757.
The Crib.
And Light Skin Jesus from the 814 Erie, PA.
Shout out the light skin.
He says, add me Moats.
Uh-oh. All right, well, go ahead, drop it down here in the comments section. I'll make sure I go ahead and take a picture of your little name right now. We get activated, all right? We don't duck nothing over here. We like to have a good time.
Stephen Carpenter says, Deke left us behind. Yeah, pretty much.
Dang, Deke.
Yeah.
Deke's big time now, though,
I'm
man.
just going to be straight up. Yeah, I kind of vanished there from the gaming scene for, it's been a good 8-9 months, I guess, up to this point.
But it's been a
8 months,
productive.
maybe?
It's been a productive
7
reason,
months.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're recording a single in album mode.
Yeah, but that's not all the reasons why. I mean, the main reason why is just because my life's better without Madden. Like it's not even about all the other stuff going on. It's more about I feel like it's addition through subtraction.
He said I'm in a better place.
Yeah.
Mentally, I don't stress the way that I stress.
Not
I don't feel the
playing Madden and video games has been a net positive on my life. As weird as that sounds, but I don't think many of you that play video games would find that weird. You actually probably understand.
Oh no,
you're just you're addicted to the
100%, bro.
toxicity,
100%.
and I was too.
And like I said, it's been
You're
times where
addicted to getting pissed off at the game. David Decker, 585 Rochester, New York. Moats and Deke, what is up? Happy Wednesday. WWE and AEW pay-per-view weekend. And then I'll say a few more here. Sequoia Harris is calling me Hollywood now.
Ooh.
No.
I mean, it's because the new hair. I mean, I'm just saying, man.
No.
The way you flowing, bro. I get it, bro.
No, we stay Pittsburgh here.
Yeah.
We stay Pittsburgh. Tony Snow says,
X-Concept says it's because of the lack of competition. He says you're just a little bored with it. That could be the case, bro.
Yeah, and EA Sports stealing my money. And again, just dealing with all the toxicness of the game. I think that's more of what I was sick of. Yeah, just so much better.
Sequoia Harris said you don't love them no more. That's crazy. You don't love the chat no more. You don't love the gamers no more. You had all these gamers up here. We started talking games because of you. It was like it was okay to talk games, deep games. Yeah, he just he moved on from us, guys. It's all right. We just got to understand it and accept it that sometimes people are going to love us for a little while and then they're just going to forget about us. They're just going to leave us alone. And, they're going to do all these other cool things. And for us little gamers, we're just going to be stuck over here just gaming by ourselves. We understand that. So hopefully, Deke sleeps well at night knowing that, okay? Knowing that he left us all. Just abandoned us. Say he was going to the store for milk. Never seen him. Never came back.
All right, last one. Lifted Ones, 916 in the crib.
There it is. Shout out to 916. Shout out to Lifted Ones, man. If you know, you know. All righty. Let's tap in. I think we got some of these supers. After that, yeah, man. Get this thing rolling.
All right, first one for the day.
Yo, X-Concepts, bro. Yo, you got to chill, man. Don't do Deke like that, man. Let Deke live.
It's AJ Martinez. Says, what's up, fam? Deke freaking Diggler, 5'5", flying high.
Let's go. Shout out, baby. And yes, definitely flying high, man. Definitely flying high.
Deke said there's levels to this. Man. No, I'm coming back, though. Like
you're a big fish, man.
I'm coming back.
Big fish, man.
We're playing college football 25. I'll get back on the new Madden.
My man said, yo, I'm not
Justin
even coming
Fields
back
will
for
be
Madden.
my QB.
I'm not even coming back for Madden just yet. I'm coming back for NCAA.
I'm definitely coming back for NCAA. Madden, that might have to wait because I know NCAA is going to be good.
It's going to be insane. And the wait. Bro, we've had to wait so long.
Like maybe Madden's going to be a Christmas game for me.
Yeah.
Like NCAA, it's coming out in July. Then Madden's going to drop in August. It's like, nah, you can't just switch off NCAA that quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you could play both.
Because you're going to be in the heart of it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only invest so much.
That's kind of been why Madden, I felt like, was, a a little bit uninterrupted. It was like they weren't competing with the NCAA. So at the same time, it was like, you're going to be locked in. That's the only one you were going to play. But I also think that kind of made them complacent too. But we'll see now.
Well, lucky
Hopefully
for
there's some
EA, they're
competition.
competing against themselves.
Yeah.
They're both EA Sports games.
Yeah.
Jacob Ramirez says, y'all, I won $465 off a $5 bet on the Celtics game. Only needed a Tatum 3 in overtime. What a game.
Nice.
JB with the clutch 3 to send it to overtime. Saved me.
Nice. Now I like it,
That
man.
must have been like a massive parlay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because, boy, I mean, that's probably why he hit, though. If, depending on when he took the bet, if he took it while the game was going on, the Celtics, I mean, everybody thought the game was going to be done. Celtics was going to lose. It was like, I think 7 seconds left. They just had a little turnover at the end. Weird little down and back. 3 1/4. OT happens, and you're like, bro, did y'all really lose that? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even see any of it. I saw it was a good game, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to overtime.
No, but yeah, outside of it was a turnover with 7 seconds left. Indiana had just forced a turnover, and they're literally inbounding that joint. And yeah, I think it might have been Jaylen Brown that tipped it, and then it ended up going off of Halliburton. And then after that, he comes back, hits the corner 3 OT, and yeah, but that's gonna be an interesting one, man. Like I said, I want to see how that continues to play out, because like you said, Boston should be the better team, but Pacers, don't sleep on them, man.
Let's go. So some offensive tackle updates.
Mm-hmm.
Jones is working both tackle spots, and Dan Moore is being kept exclusively at left and is committed to helping Troy every snap at right. How's Dan Moore going to help Troy at right?
I'm just glad that was already talked about, so I didn't get in trouble. So yeah, that is the case. Dan Moore was at left starting out, Broderick at right starting out, and Troy Polamalu is the second tackle going in at right. The way that I kind of perceived it yesterday was, let Dan and Broderick keep rocking how they've been rocking. They're trying to see how quickly Troy can get up to speed. Yesterday was his first practice. I know what I saw, and then even talking with him a little bit post-practice, kind of what he was, articulating as well. But it's the first practice. So when you're used to Pac-12, when you're used to, what you might have seen in the rookie minicamp, it's just different when it's TJ Watt. That's all. But I look at that as they're just making sure that they're going to give him time in the spring to get his feet up under him versus just throwing him out there right now with the ones trying to learn this new offense that everybody's going to be trying to learn as well, along with going against one of the best guys in the world. Now, he still was getting reps against him, but I just think I looked at more of that. And for Broderick, I like the fact they're doing it the reverse way. You've been starting that right. Well, hey, man, let's make sure that you still got that locked up. You still got those reps going. But when you're not taking those reps with your clip of however many plays they were going to get, because obviously it's the first day, so it's hard to tell, like, if this is the true rotation or was this just because it was day one. They should be, they're done today for the practice. So we'll obviously get some more reports coming out to see what that rotation potentially looked like today. But when Broderick wasn't getting the right tackle reps, that's when he would bump over to left, and you would get him at left, Troy at right. So you were still kind of getting a variation of Dan and Broderick as is, but then potentially what the future looks like with Broderick at left, Troy at right. And that was the thing for me where I was just like, all right, if this is how we're going to start it off, I think that is, I don't think it kills anything.
No. So it looks like Troy's definitely right, though.
Yeah. He didn't take any left reps that I saw. But Broderick was definitely right, starting at right, and then we'll rotate to left.
Okay.
Dan was exclusively at left. Yep.
From what I heard yesterday, it sounded like we're just going to have Broderick on the right, and it's going to be him and Troy competing for right.
I'm sure that the media could have perceived that when they first saw it. Now, granted, like I said, they don't always get to see the stuff that we kind of get to see. But that was definitely, like I said, how I perceived it, man. It was, and also understanding just from being out there with Coach T and how he kind of goes through that mindset of when he's doing his rotations. That's why I looked at it as, I don't think that it's just set in stone that Broderick is the right, Dan is the left. The Broderick move is, to my opinion, dependent on Troy. If Troy can show that he is ready to be at right, then that allows Broderick to work exclusively at left. If Troy is not ready at right, you can't move Broderick to left because now you don't have a starting right. Worst case, Dan has already started for multiple seasons at left, and you can get out of a stadium. You can play a whole season with him at left. But what we have to figure out is with Troy, because he is the rookie, he's the new guy, how long does it take him to get up to speed where it's not just we're putting him out there because we drafted him and we're excited about him. He's actually prepared and ready, and he's not going to compromise one of these quarterbacks, because just looking at, 7 shots, for example. It's one play where it's like, yo, this is TJ. TJ did what TJ is very much capable of. If this was a real game, Russ is killed. That's, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not a negative on him, but it's just levels to it. And that's the thing we always say, just when you're coming from college to the pros, you just want to give them time to adjust. So that's kind of like I said, how I was perceiving it. But I definitely feel like if he can get to where they want him to be, they're going to definitely pop Broderick over to, like, because Broderick, he looked the same to me, right and left. It's granted, it's no pads. So obviously you're, dealing with these pass rushes is athleticism on athleticism. I thought Broderick was pretty much straight. But at the same time, it's no pads right now.
How hard are they going?
They're going. Yeah. You're going.
90%, 95%.
You're going. Yeah. Because this is the thing. OTAs is no different than an in-season practice. When you're not in full pads, it's 100% up until, or it's 90% up until the contact part. Then after that, we come to balance, and it's not even 50%. I'm trying to just break down in the position where I would two-hand tag you. But everything else in terms of my tempo to get to you, the ball carrier's tempo, we're still punching at the ball, still trying to get fumbles and stuff like that. Batted passes, all of those things are still a part of the equation. It's just, you're not going to cut block. You know what I mean? It's, okay, if you're coming downhill as a linebacker on a run play, you're not going to blow up any of these dudes. You're just going to get to your fit. So that's why you don't see a lot of run plays called in OTAs. Shout out to Arthur Smith, though, because they got the wolfing yesterday, because the competition is out there. And they was at Russ's neck. They was at Justin Fields' neck. And I love it. Love it, man. But with that, because it gets competitive, sometimes the coaches on the O side, they be like, yo, bump that. We can call it a run play. So we got one of them out there. Everybody handled it accordingly, though. So shout out. But, yeah, it was feisty, though. Because Coach T, the way he set the scene to me, at least how I was seeing it, when I told you the other day that it was open, Russ and Fields, that's how he's communicated it. He talking greasy to Russ. He talking greasy to Fields. If Russ do something sexy, he gonna talk greasy to Fields about Russ doing something sexy. Fields do something sexy, he talking greasy to Russ about Fields doing something sexy. And it's dope. And then he's even taking it a step further, going to the defense, and he's like, bro, look, if this quarterback is out there or that, because obviously there's 4 quarterbacks on the roster right now, and they all rotating. But he's like, when that quarterback is there and that quarterback is there, hey, your jersey's 39, right? You need to be out there. It's that type of convo going on. And that's letting us know, like, yeah, they really want to see this competition. They don't want to see Russ or Fields versus the, when you get to rotating and rotating. He's like, nah, y'all sub in whenever they're going out there so we can get the best looks, the good on good type of vibe. And that's also homegrown as the draft pick. But Justin Fields is giving you exactly what we wanted to hear. That was exactly what we wanted to hear from Kenny. It's like, yo, I'm not here to just sit. I'm not coming with this mindset. And when you watch him, yo, it's eyeball things where you're like, yeah, Fields is definitely way more of a appeasing just eyes in this setting. But Russ has that vet, that pedigree, that dog. And that's the difference. But it was funny, like, we were even talking with TG about it a little bit, man. Because obviously he's been Russ's teammate, so he's seen Russ without pads. I've only seen him in person fully padded game days. I didn't realize how small he was. Yeah. And then when you stand him next to Justin Fields, you're like, yo, I didn't realize Justin Fields was a little bit bigger than we thought as well. And that's why I get the whole, oh, Justin Fields, would you put him on kickoff? Because you look, you're like, yo, you could put him at running back, he'd be the best running back. You could put him at wide receiver, and you can make a case that he could get off out there as well. Just the athleticism, how he moves, and just watching him in the practice setting, you're like, bro, this dude is like, that's the freaky gift, you know what I mean, that he has, and that's what makes him so unique. But then you look at Russ, and the thing with Russ is like, because he's just a smaller dude, you can understand why he has to be almost surgical. You know what I mean?
They got him at 5'11". How do you feel about that?
Bro, nah, they gassed
No way, really?
Bro,
what?
Bro, he felt little, bro. He looked. Fields looked legit. He looked tiny, bro. I was surprised. I was like, bro, why do you look a little tiny to me? I didn't think he was 5'11". I didn't. I could be off, but I personally didn't, bro. And you know, I'm 6'1". If we be at all the way official. Yeah.
So he's shorter than me.
He did, bro.
Cause I'm like 6. I'm 6.
Yeah, he's definitely shorter than you, bro. But he's like, his frame is just like, he's a smaller guy. I did not know he was small like that, though, bro. Like, when you see him on game day, he got the big shoulder pads, the big rib protector. You know what I mean? He just look bulky sometimes. But
They got Fields at 6'3". That feel accurate?
that felt about right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Feel like I said, Phil's low key puts you in mind of like a thicker GP. Like, in terms like that, like, he's not a little or short dude, man. He'd be like, oh. But it's just when you see him next to Russ, it was just like, bro, like, I didn't realize it was that much of a difference, because when you watch him on game day, Russ doesn't look tiny. He doesn't look little. He's just short, but he looks like boxy, you know what I mean? That wasn't the case yesterday, so I was a little bit surprised by that. But Russ could still sling that thing, though. And that's the one thing I do like. I'm like, all right, I'm seeing Russ. He's on that. Obviously, they all still adapting to, you know, Arthur Smith's offense, stuff like that. But the one thing that Fields does have, and that showed a couple times yesterday, if the play breaks down, it's not over. Like, with Russ, it's like, all right, we know that's the case too. But with Fields, it was like, bro, he doing some of this and some of that. And where that wrist just flicked that ball to jump on, you like, woo. And that's the part where it's like, okay, we get exactly why the buzz is what it is. But this is also why, if he can get the mental to match all these physical traits, that's like, the long term, that would be the answer. But right now, Russ mentally is like, yo, we're going to see. But I like it, though. It's a humble verse. It's not big production Russ. It's like, yo, he locked in, like, trying to prove something, Russ. And that's the thing I like.
Last man off the field yesterday, I heard.
Huh?
Last man off the field yesterday.
Yeah. He was out there. I was like, bro, all right, bro. We ain't finna wait all that. I got that. He was out there, bro. Yeah. But it was good, though, man. It was good. Shout out to Naj as well, man. Naj, man, linked up. He was looking good, man. Obviously, we know,
Did you talk to him?
Not officially, no. Like I say, it was just a lot.
No podcast beef or anything?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't have any issue. He ain't say nothing to TG, so I felt like if he ain't run up on TG, we good. Because everybody show me love. I have no issue with nobody. All right, I have no smoke with nobody. I shout out, big up everybody. Even when I'm not bigging you up, I'm still gonna big you up, right? We know TG, he be like, yo, get him out of here. So it was a couple of times, he was like, yo, all right, he ain't tripping, so you ain't tripping, you good, bro. I'm saying, it's like, yep, think everybody's good, man. Everybody was good. But it was funny, though, because I was like, yo, this is also why it's like, yo, we don't just be talking reckless, because, yeah, whenever you bump into this dude, now it's like awkward in here, man. We don't want that. It's like, if you would have said here, don't say that thing there, man. Because these paths do cross that could really make it, you know, kind of weird in this building. But nah, it was a vibe though, man. But he looked good though. And like I said, we know he's going through his, you know, contract stuff. He's obviously talked about it, but it was good to see him in the building, man. And like I said, man, doing what he was supposed to be doing in terms of getting that work, being around the dudes, man. So I definitely like that. Obviously, we know that there are multiple ways to go about the contract stuff like that, and I'm sure reports will be coming out, but it is what it is right now.
Thing I like about Broderick in this situation and how he's handling taking snaps again at right, and I guess now hearing from you going over to the left and taking some snaps, is whenever he was asked, I can't remember who it was by, afterwards, if, you know, he's got a position preference, right or left, he's like, no, I don't care where they put me as long as I'm starting.
See, I love that.
So that's the opposite of what
your man said.
Yeah. Dotson was saying, right guard. Which both could be honest in their
with it,
answers. But maybe Broderick's just at that level where it really doesn't matter for him. Doesn't have a preference, will give us 100% of his skill and talent at both sides. Whereas Dotson, you know, he was a 4th-round pick.
Yeah.
Grew up in college as a right guard and, you know, just the position he was used to.
Yeah.
So maybe that had something to do with why he preferred the right guard over the left guard. But, yeah, I just like how Broderick's handling that. I don't feel like I got to worry about us missing out on anything if he does have to start the season off at right tackle. I feel like eventually he will get over to left, though.
Nah. Like you said, it's not what you're capable of, it's what you're willing to do. And that's, like I said, I want dudes that got that want to. It's like, yo, I could do any of this stuff. And it's not, like I said, nothing against Dotson. And trust me, there's people that I've looked at and I say, man, sometimes you might should have said the Dotson approach that, yo, you can only play this because that was really accurate. And you're just a better player at this one spot. Where
You're trying to help yourself, and also in a way by doing that, you're helping the team better. Yeah.
So it's like that part, you're just being authentic and it's real. I know for me, I looked at it differently. I'd never had the one position where it was like, oh, this is the only position I care about. So it was like, yo, if you want to play here, I could play there. I'm not tripping.
Because that's the other side of it. The more you can do.
Yeah, and I looked at it from that perspective. Man, if I'm just a Mike linebacker and I'm behind Paul plus Leslie, when am I going to get a rep? But if I could play Mike, I could play Will, I could play DN, I could play front side, I could play back side, I could drop into coverage. Well, now you got some opportunities. And I just think for Broderick, man, it's dope to just hear a first rounder have that type of, yo, it's whatever. You want me to play over here, I play over here. You want to play over there, I play over there. Because typically the higher up you go in pedigree, the higher up you go in value, usually those guys are a little bit more particular about where they want to be utilized. Obviously, we know with quarterbacks, right? We always hear that, man, I'm not even thinking about playing another spot. Because, like, yo, you guys are viewed as the marquee players usually on your team or when you're coming out in the draft. Whereas everybody else, you don't hear a lot of edge guys saying that they're not going to bump in to play linebacker or that they wouldn't put their hand in the ground and play in a 4-3. Or you hear a safety say, I'm not playing on no box. Nah. It's like, bro, Jamal Adams been playing weak side linebacker his whole career. But it's like, that's a little bit of it.
Anything else from OTAs stick out to you?
Roman Wilson.
Wide receiver, too.
Slot. Roman Wilson.
So we still need to sign Michael Thomas.
Yeah, that's definitely the case, man. You definitely got to get a wide receiver, too. GP physically looks amazing.
The routes look good?
Yeah, but it wasn't anything complex yesterday. It was like stops, goes. It was the first day. So that's the part where you're like, that has to evolve, and we won't see that until, obviously, they get further into it. Day one is install. It was, all right, let's see what the stuff we've been talking about. Let's just get a look of it, right? But in terms of just the physicality, the size, the speed, the athleticism, like all of that, like he definitely has been putting in work, and you can just, he looks grown up. And that's the part. JPJ too. JPJ, his frame, you like, yeah, he looks grown up now.
Shouldn't have any tackling
issues.
Yeah,
he just looked like he been in the weight room. And not on no bulky or heavy, it's just like same frame, just more definition. Whereas a year ago, you look at it more as like, you got baby muscles on you. There's nothing wrong with it. But now you've been
like Almar Tavis,
right,
bulked up.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you just go through that. I'm with grown people now, and this is all I'm working on now. And it just looks like both of those guys took it a lot serious, took their offseason serious. So that was the one thing I definitely would say stood out. But Roman Wilson definitely in the slot, man. I don't think a person guarded him for real yesterday, bro. Like whenever he needed to get open, he was open, hands catching, and he was always catching that thing on the run. Yeah, I'm like, I love that because you said, man, we think about just our slots. It's like, yo, we ain't had like a dog like quickie slot. Like, nah, we been going with the big bulky version and stuff like that. Or all right, Calvin just running all the way down the field as fast as you can. Roman, he cutting them up all in the underneath, them drag, them unders and stuff. You like, ooh, it was good to see. And shoot. Now the play probably would have been a sack unless it was some type of miss and yeah, Fields actually did this heroic stuff. But low key, he put one in the back of the end zone to Roman Wilson. And it gave you that San Antonio of Roman in the back. I'm like, yo, Roman, that was and you know we wanted to hate on it, but this is how you know it was dope. Because part of us on defense wanted to be like, yo, that play don't even count because it should have been a sack, but it was all just like, yo, that was kind of fire. Like the throw, the catch, the feet, DB on, it was just, yeah, it was what it was. Like, you threw it, if this is the pylon, you threw it outside the pylon to give the dude a chance. Yeah, it was nice, bro. It was nice. But like I said, that was just, like I said, how I viewed it in terms of that initial, just that wide receiver part of it. In terms of some of the other guys, like I said, to me, Van Jefferson, he still looked good. Pro's pro. Like, you're not tripping on that. Calvin Austin still look fast and stuff like that. But to me, just in terms of when I'm just watching it, just the dudes that I was like, yo, dang, he's make some more play. Oh, make another play. Roman Wilson was that dude for me. Like, GP, obviously, anytime he touched the ball, it was like, yo, it's GP. It was electric. But to me,
anything
Roman
with
Wilson.
Quez Watkins?
With who you say?
Watkins.
No, I didn't. Nothing that jumped off to me. No.
Who was taller, Calvin Austin or Roman Wilson? The chat's wondering.
Oh, Ooh, I didn't see them stand next to each other though. That was my only thing. They didn't stand next to each other. I low key feel like it's Roman though, bro. I feel like it was Roman.
Yeah, based
Yeah,
off
I
what's
feel like it's
out
Roman,
there
man.
on Google, isn't
Yeah.
Calvin Austin like
Calvin's
5'8",
tiny. Yeah.
5'7" and 3/4 or something? I think Roman Wilson's like what 5'10".
5'10", yeah.
at
And
least.
then also I feel like Calvin, he still is a little bit thinner frame, whereas Roman, he got he got a little muscle on him.
Yeah, he was a good blocker
Mhm.
at Michigan, or
Yeah.
at least a very willing blocker at
Yes.
Michigan. Yeah, 5'11" on Google for Roman Wilson.
Yeah, like I said, I thought Roman, man, yeah, he looked good though, bro.
Is Roman Wilson taller than Russ? Because he's listed 5'11".
That's a good call. I didn't see them next to each other.
Russ
that is
is
a
listed
great call.
5'11".
I want to see them next to each other. I'm gonna wait on that. I need to see them next to each other, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you know how I felt about Roman when I was like, yo, he's a little smaller than I thought. Russ was definitely smaller than I thought. But we're going to obviously hear from TG because he can give you some more on that. Peyton Wilson, I see 100K asking about Peyton Wilson. Peyton Wilson looks the part. He's the man. Like, the only thing is for him, he's waiting behind Patrick Queen and Landon Roberts right now. And watching them two dudes out there, it's two veterans. One's a sexy, high pedigree, big money guy. One's a Super Bowl champ that's been doing this thing for a long time, physical and smart as heck. So they don't make any mistakes, bro. It's like, okay, when you want to see any of the physical stuff, E-Rob is doing all that. You want to see the sexy, go man to man, go, hey, you go walk out there and play man on this dude. That's what Patrick Queen is giving us. And yeah, it's just, that's the vibe. Now, Peyton is still nice. Don't get it twisted, but it's just, when you're watching two dudes that have been doing it at a high level, it's like, yeah, if you can get to that mentally and physically, well, it's house money. But we know what those two dudes are already capable of. So for Peyton, man, he's gonna be fine because like he said, he stands out even more when you see him out there with the other guys. It's like, yeah, that is a avatar playing at the inside linebacker spot.
Speaking of Avatar, Corey Trice.
Oh yeah, he's as TG. When we get on with TG, he couldn't, like, he was so surprised. He was like, bro, why is this dude? So I'm like, yo, that's Corey. I'm like, yo, he got the knee brace on, but that's Corey. Like, it's crazy. Corey makes JPJ look small. JPJ makes Dante Jackson look small. Dante Jackson's a big corner. JPJ's a big corner. It's just Corey Trice looks like a daggone safety at times because of how big he is. But prior to him getting hurt, he showed that he could play in terms of the OTA element of it, the cornerback spot. And a lot of dudes are still excited.
He was playing in training camp
He was,
too, right?
but
he got hurt middle of training camp.
It was right before, like right when pads were coming on and stuff like that. But you listen to guys like Ike Taylor talk about him. He's raving on. He's excited about him because he remembers what it looked like, and now we're seeing him back out there. But we got like big body corners. Another dude that was a little bit surprising to me as well, Deshaun Elliott. The size on him, I felt like he was another dude who was a little bit more rocked up than I thought, but moved well in space and stuff like that. He was wearing 25 here. It threw me off at first. I was like, yo, is that it was my man Rowe, and I was like, oh no, that's Deshaun. All right, yeah. But I thought he was moving well also, man. I feel like we're really gonna see his presence or feel his presence felt when the pads come on, because you just look at the size profile with him, and I just think of the offset of when it was KZ in some of those settings. I'm like, that collision is going to be a lot different with this type of body out here versus.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. What do you think the combination is then at safety?
Well, they were
knee-jerk reaction.
They were rocking Deshaun and Minka. That's what they were rocking with it, and I was fine because Minka does all the Minka stuff. And any of that, you in the box, so you need that physical. You got Deshaun Elliott. Deshaun's a big safety. That's the other part with him, but because he has a Minka that can do all the heavy lifting in terms of that, covering ground, sideline to sideline stuff, it allows him to be that more of a physical, be in the box type of dude because he tackles really well. And that's the part where I just think they'll complement each other. But once again, it was the first day. So we'll obviously see how it continues to progress. But I thought that, like I said, that combo looked good. We just looked like we had like mutants, like a lot of just size. So yeah, we're not a little team right now, man.
Like, we got a good Madden squad.
Yeah,
it just needs to translate into reality.
And that's the thing. It's like, yo, we're excited about it. Even us as players, we're excited because, like, yo, these are talented guys. We love the additions in terms of the coaches and stuff like that. But even when you're out there, we all snap back into when we did this. And it was like, yes, these are all dope pieces, but now we got to make sure that meshes with this meshes with that. This is on the same page with this one. All right, coaching-wise, philosophy-wise, we're all connecting the dots with every little thing from this first install all the way to the end of this thing. Because yesterday was just the install for, your first down plays, right? Pro, base, that type of stuff. I'm sure today they had some type of play action pass stuff, right? Then I'm sure tomorrow's going to be your short yardage, goal line or short yardage red zone type plays. And it's like, yo, those 3 different sets of practices are 3 very different styles of plays mentally and just calling wise, right? Because you're not going to call 4 verts in a condensed red zone, but 4 verts are a lot more prevalent if you're backed up or if you're at midfield. You got to be more aware of that. So just the different philosophies and stuff like that, you just want to see how all of that continues to mesh together. But as a whole, I thought day 1 was vibed out, man.
Any DK Metcalf trade talks going on behind the scenes?
Not that I know of. But if anything comes up, you know we'd be hyped to talk about it.
So you did feel like, though, there is still a wide receiver move to be made?
I personally did, yeah.
Probably slot corner move to be made? Or do you think that depends on Trice?
Honestly, I still would like to see – I definitely like to see a wide receiver move. Just like I said, initial reaction – I just felt like, we could use
that could be a Michael Thomas signing, Cortland Sutton trade. It doesn't have to be the big fish.
Right. It doesn't have to be the biggest fish because there is a lot of optimism about GP. You see him, you're like, yo, you look like you're ready to take this step.
He said he's going to be the veteran leader in the wide receiver room now, too.
Like, the other thing that stood out to me was this, man, and I
he
did...
needs to delete the social media first.
No, don't do him like that. But I did want to shout out GP for this. Now, we obviously know, man, we've talked about GP in the sense of maturity, right? His body language, when things go his way versus when things don't go his way, how he reacts and how he just handles that. The one thing that I did love that I saw from him constantly yesterday, whenever he was not out there taking a rep, bro, he's in the coach's hip pocket. He's trying to just get any information he can get.
Arthur Smith?
Receiver coach. He was in the receiver coach. It's like, what you see him right here? All right, boom, boom. You see him like working on a little detail. I'm like, I love this because you just never know what you're going to get with young players that are very talented, that have a lot of expectations. Some of them can be humble and they're like, you know what, man, I can get better. Let me listen to this dude. Others, they're like, let me do it my own way. And we've seen how some of those can have success and not have success. I just thought it was dope, though, in terms of just the example that is being set. If we're saying that, you want to be a leader, because I didn't even hear him say that part. But if that's what he's saying. I saw a headline. Yeah, but if that's what he's saying, I thought that his actions definitely were showing that in terms of his play. And also, like I said, man, just anytime I'm looking over there and he's locked in with that coach, and you're like, all right, that's detailing your work. That's trying to get any nugget you can get. That's at least letting me know that, hey, even if you don't really care, you're at least faking it enough. So you care enough about the optics of how people are going to perceive you being here and your overall focus out here. So that's why I say for me, man, I thought that was really good to see from him in terms of just that maturity, taking that next step, man, because it's more than just can you catch and run routes. It's like, can you be a leader? Can we trust you? Are you going to be here for this type of stuff? And when the other guys are looking up to you, are they going to be looking at a good example versus, somebody that's going to set you up for failure?
There's also this article that just came out today. Wide receiver George Pickens pulls all-nighters just thinking about football. He said, don't take a lot of time off. Sometimes I don't even sleep. I pull all-nighters just thinking about football.
Yeah, I definitely saw that, man. Hey, shout out. But you need your rest, though, man. All right, so don't burn it up too much on the all-nighters, all right? But I like it, though, man.
He also thinks he got snubbed of a Pro Bowl last year, too. So he should
Who
be
are the guys?
two-time. He was really close last year. I mean, I think he was the first or second alternate.
That's
at least he should have been.
Who went in over him?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but we went over the stats. It's either they had more yards or more touchdowns. Like there was a case for
either one.
The guys that got in.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But he was asked whether or not we've seen his full potential. He said, I'd probably say about 80%. It's just funny, too, how he answers questions and comes up with this. He's, have we seen your full potential? He'll give us 80%. Yeah. Like an actual number.
It's like, where did you get that number from?
Yeah, I'm at 80%.
It's 80% right now, man. I got some time. I'm still developing.
I'm actually surprised he said 80%. I would have guessed a lower number. I would have guessed him saying 50%.
50% just sounds too bad. That's not like you slacking. It's like, I've been giving you 80. You've seen about 80 of it. Because 70 is like, nah.
But 80 feels like, okay, your ceiling's 1,400 yards then, right?
No.
Based off
No.
of the 1,100 yards that you got.
No, if this is 80%, No. That's not how we look at it. We look at it as, yo, 100, bro. I mean, you could be the best in the league.
Well, that's what he
That's
goes on
how I
to
look
say. I
at
can
it,
only
yeah.
go off of how the quarterback plays. I
Yeah.
can thrive more. So he takes a side shot at Kenny there. The yardage showed it. I should have made the Pro Bowl.
Shout out, bro. He did say that, huh? I tried to miss that one. I didn't think he was gonna actually say that part. Yeah,
Who, me?
yeah. I thought you was gonna catch. I thought you was gonna gloss over that one, man.
It is what it is, man.
Respect. Yeah, because I seen he took something. I think it was some O-line talking about some QB drops. Yeah, it's like, I get it, bro. I get it. But shout out to Kenny, man.
Fraser's at starting center.
Yeah, I didn't see if he was starting or not. I actually did not get a chance to see him there. I saw him at the game at night, so I actually missed that one, man.
He better be.
Well,
It's
this is the
between
thing,
him
though.
and
It's like,
Spencer
yeah.
Anderson.
Well, yeah, because the thing was, I will say this: he would have to have been at starting, because when I saw Spencer was at left guard, and he was with the second group, so that would have had to have put Frazier at that center spot. And this was not like Price. It's like when they're doing like the early like lineup for the walkthrough. Like everybody's like, your three lines are like in order, and we can like see you. Yeah, I definitely remember seeing his face over there. Yeah.
All right. Back to the Supers. We got TG in a few minutes here.
Yeah. TG in a couple minutes, man. So yeah. Then after that, man, we'll keep this thing rolling. I get this next one, man. Xavier TG said the volume is a little low, crew. This was earlier, so I think we've already adjusted that side of it.
GB28 says, Deke, you have that look like you wish you would have known about it. LOL. I don't know what he's talking about here.
He might be talking about when was this? When did that come in? 412. That had to be at the beginning. We was talking about the game. Yeah, that had to be it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's referring to in terms of that. Tito Good Vibes gifted a membership to David Decker.
Shout out to Tito being a rock star at life, and David Decker. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Xavier TG gifted a month's membership to 900 Juice.
Shout out to Xavier TG being a rock star at life, and Xavier Juice. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Let's go, UW. Big Cam cooking Jerry and Mark Madden. You love to see it.
Oh, what happened? I missed this. What some comments said? Shout out to Cam too. Cam still looks great, by the way. Still looks great.
I thought he wasn't there.
I was at 2 places yesterday.
Oh, you went to the flag football game?
I was at multiple places yesterday. Cam looks great. Yeah, looks great.
He basically just refuted Dulac's report that said Cam didn't talk to the Steelers about skipping OTAs. He wanted to just use his podcast to announce it, and Cam refuted that. I don't know the exchange between him and Mark Madden.
What? So they were saying that he wanted to just announce it on his podcast for like almost like saying he did it for clicks.
Right.
They just hating on my dog, man. Don't hate on my dog, man. He just, this is today's world. You don't have to, wait to go through traditional media to get your voice out there or to talk how you want to talk or get the story out there. Just think that he's just controlling his narrative instead of letting other people talk for him or control it, which has typically been the case with traditional media. And when you think about both of those guys, they are from the traditional media, background.
So Cam said it himself. He like basically saying like, yeah, it's not 100% true. Like Cam was saying he did talk to the Steelers. Like, is that the vibes you got? I'm assuming. I mean, you're smiling right now. Tomlin even said so. Tomlin just said it. He was like, yeah, I just talked to Cam.
Say, all right, if he said it, we good. All right.
Tomlin act like everything's good. He's like, honestly, I don't even mind that Cam's not here because I could give reps to other players.
Yeah, whatever he said, then that's what we're going with. So yeah,
Tomlin said, yeah, I just talked to Cam yesterday or 2 days ago. Couple times, and that was the vibe. So what's going on? Extension coming here
for
Cam?
I don't know. Don't put me. Don't do that to me. Cam look good.
Is Cam listening to the podcast?
Listen, Cam look good, bro.
Is he taking our advice on what numbers he's looking for?
Cam might be podcasting right now. You know what I'm saying? You never know, bro.
He needs to listen to ours, though. Too.
Yeah, shout out to the homie, man. But he look good. He look good, bro. You feel me? Like sometimes you like, yo, he had a good off season. Like, yo, he just looked like he, I would say he's not leaning towards retirement. We'll put it like that.
Good.
Yeah, he ain't leaning towards retirement. I'll tell you that.
You got to
Definitely
back
doing
up your talk if you're going to say you want to play 3 more years.
Yes.
You got to look spry.
Yes. I wanted to see that. And it was like, okay, you at least, I haven't seen you run, but you check that off. Like, I didn't look at you and be like, So I do like that, man. But with that being the case, man, let's get the homie TG into this as well, man, because obviously he had some stuff that he saw, and he might have a little bit different perspective, but you never know.
Okay.
All right, but you already know the drill, man. Hit that like button one time for the culture, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Man, I like how y'all was saying our volume was all low. I'm like, bro, I feel like I was loud. Put them headphones in.
Mic check.
Yeah. No. That was early. I'm like, God. Yeah, no, I got sensitive ears, baby. Don't play me like that now. Okay. But let's get the homie going. All righty. And you know you got time. He ain't got never answer on time. God, bro, y'all like killing me. Y'all like killing with the fight. I love my ears. Anywho, is that the homie?
What's happening?
There he go. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yep.
boys and girls, children of all ages. We are joined by that Pittsburgh Steelers alum. We are joined by that West Virginia Mountaineer. We are joined by one half of the locker mates, my mother freaking locker mate, and my teammate last night as well. We talking about none other than Terence Garvin, TG. What's the word, baby? What's the word?
What's happening? What's up?
Hey, I
didn't get my little applause, man. It's all good though.
Hey, you got called out of the tunnel last night with smoke. Hey, listen. Don't, you got me on speakerphone. Don't speakerphone us today. Don't speakerphone us.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I was getting a little echoey. All
Okay,
right.
you good now?
Yeah, we good now.
back?
We good now. But yeah, bro,
Yeah.
I figure like you didn't need an intro here because you got a whole like call out on the big jumbo, all the speakers, smoke popped up. Everybody was like,
Oh, man.
Yeah. We seen how the crowd reacted, bro. Don't play.
I didn't know the crowd reacted.
Come
like
on,
that.
bro.
How they reacted?
It was like big pop TG Terrence Garvin. Yeah, bro. It was pretty
Okay.
significant. I liked it a lot.
You know, I haven't got I ain't get the bunch of call outs out the tunnel, you know.
Respect.
I can't,
Respect.
came out with the unit a lot, you know. But I ran out that tunnel a lot. I done came out that tunnel ample amount of times, but that was a nice one, you
Yeah.
know. I appreciated that one. That was all right.
It was a solo intro too. Like you said, you've been coming out with the group.
Yeah,
that was
it came out with
solo.
the group.
They
You know what
called
I
your
mean?
name and your number. I seen it.
It was a David Ruffin moment. Like, it was all right, you know. It was all right. You know, I appreciate it. You know, I had to make sure I ran out nice. I didn't want to trip nothing weird. You know.
Like he even jumped. He was even high fiving people. You know the little champions, the little end zone. So he would high five people over there. They had the little tunnel over here. High fiving little kids. I say, yo, is TJ over here high fiving women, kids, grown folk, cameramen, official media, non-official media, security? I was like, bro, is he ever gonna get on the field? Like,
Bro, you know, I was a Latrobe star though. I used to come down the tunnel of Latrobe, like.
Oh, they shot you out over there. Come on now.
Yeah,
you get shot out over there.
You know, I always gave the little kids the love, so it's like I know how to come out of the tunnel. It was just that was my first time out of that tunnel.
Yeah, you definitely you looked the part though. I was listen. I was proud to know you. I'm like, bro. Some people came out that tunnel looking real JV, looking like they've never done it ever. You ain't like you was a rookie, like you've been there before. So I salute you on that, man. Salute you.
That's what that was. Man. We've done this before.
But we had started the show off, man. We was kind of talking a little bit about the game last night, man. And I was kind of telling them how, I had a little just cool little casual night, dropping first downs on them A/B style. You know the Sully can't hold me down. You feel me? You know how it is. But that was my perspective. But you also was out there hooping. You was also out there in the game.
I had me a couple catches, man.
Talk. What you seen? What you seen? How you feel?
I think I had 3 catches for 3 for 50.
What'd you say? I didn't hear the number you said. What's the number you said?
50.
Somewhere around that 3 for 50. I think 3 tackles. Nothing too crazy.
Now, why your stat line sound like Rob G's stat line? Rob G hit me with the 3 for 55 and 3. I'm like, bro, he said he hit 3 for 80, and then we said 3 for 55, and then he was like, I got 3 tackles too.
I'm like, bro, I gotta check your yak. I don't think your numbers was numbering like that per se.
I didn't see all that.
I didn't see all that. Maybe I turned around.
You were on Leftwich's team, right?
Yeah. He
so
was
like, did Leftwich throw for 600 or 700 yards then? Like as you're doing some of these calculations.
Leftwich was hooping now. Leftwich was hooping.
I can see that.
Leftwich was definitely hooping. He was hooping, bro.
And then them boys started opening it up, throwing the deep after a while.
Tell him, TG, it got real, TG.
Yeah. So, I could see 600.
It was a lot of sweating going on out there. It went from nobody was sweating to by the end of it was like, yo, we all kind of like dripping right now. Like, how we get here?
I had a nice sweat going, man.
Yeah.
I was chilling at first. Coach T gave me the call, and he like, man, go in. You got the goal line action. I had to get it going, man. I got going. From there, I was ready to work.
Hey, yo, keep it a buck though. When Coach T called your name and said, go in. Did that PTSD hit? Did the back? Yeah, I'm about to say, bro. Cause
man, I'm gonna tell you what happened, bro. We gave up a touchdown. And like, dudes was like, I'm looking at dudes, kind of like, T, that's you. And I'm like, no, that's not me. There's no way that's me. To where I did get that actual PTSD. Where I'm like, no, it's no way that's you. It's no way. I'm the only one that didn't know the defense was in. Like,
so what happens? Because I know the play he talking about, man. We ended up coming out there right after a timeout. Coach T was like, yo, timeout. Bang the timeout. Because 7 tried to go hurry up offense in a 7-on-7 flag football game. Your man was like, yo, I'm going to go hurry up now. So Coach T bangs the timeout. We going through the matchups. Most you guys, you got this guy. Everybody else y'all in the zone concept. TG he's on the same page as everybody as us, right? Mm-hmm. The play starts. We get a little motion. And this is why we always laugh when we say what you see in the classroom is static, right? You got to be able to adjust on the fly. We had 3-by-1, change of strength motion. Them boys on the back end ain't get the check. So we had a blown coverage. TG just ended up being the closest man. And I did what is the cardinal sin for any athlete in coverage. If you're in coverage and you play defense and there is a blown assignment, you don't point to anybody.
Oh, man.
I turned around and I seen TG and I said, this is my moment. I said, bro, I've been waiting my whole life. You think I'm going to miss this opportunity to be a real one, TG? Stop playing. I pointed right. I said, TG, that's your man's. Real loud. Everybody was like, yo. Then all of a sudden, TG really started sweating. You could see him like, hey, that won't my. He got defensive. It felt like we was at the stadium, bro. I was like,
did.
He walked off.
Because then everybody started jumping on with that. Like, man, that was TG, man. I'm like, that wasn't my man.
Bro, what? Deke, he walked off with his Deke. We was like, where'd TG go? He came back. He was sweating. He was like, yo, you good? He was like, man, come on, bro. You know, man, I start really having flashbacks, man. Like, oh, man, don't put that on me. Yeah, bro. But shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog. But after that, though, it was a vibe, man, because TG looked good out there, man. He ain't touch grass. It was some NFL players that touch grass, though. So, yeah.
It was some man. Dudes, I was playing hard, man.
Aye.
Some dudes playing real hard, you know. Ike was playing hard. Ike
what I say, bro?
Ike caught I seen it on the film right quick. Ike caught this dig and bird.
He was like running, bro. Like running, yeah.
Ike was playing real hard.
He had cleats on, gloves, yeah.
Troy could have a pick first play of the day, man. He was playing sneaky hard.
Low key. I think he tackled somebody too. Yeah, he tackled somebody.
He did tackle somebody. He was trolling. He was sneaky. Like it was calmly chaotic. Ben was playing really hard. Ben threw them 2 picks and he started going.
See, I ain't want to do that. We ain't say what happened. I just said 7 played well. Don't throw out the picks.
Wasn't this a charity event?
Don't throw out the picks.
He was making people feel good.
Don't throw out the picks, bro. Don't throw out the picks.
And he turned into a different person. Like that game. He started pump faking. He started no huddling it.
What I tell you, bro. Hey, that first pick, the first pick was to a guy that looked like you, and all of us out there was like, whoa. When I tell you the whole stadium was quiet, we was like, whoa. And 7 gave you that awkward, let me just smirk it off, like it ain't nothing real. And then he came back.
He threw the hat on backwards.
No, the next time he came back, he threw a pick 6. And we was really like, whoa, like, bro, like, so I think we seen Troy drop a pick. We done seen 7 throw back-to-back picks. One's a pick 6. Yeah, we like, bro, what type of night is this gonna be, man? Yeah, but then after that,
7. Yeah, he wanted to show everybody that he is still more than willing to come out here and dice any of you regular individuals up. And yeah, it got real surgical. But shout out to B. Leftwich though. B. Leftwich showed that he got fight, he got dog, and that's my quarterback.
The Mac guys, y'all
can't.
It out.
Yeah, shout out to the Mac guys, man. And y'all can't say that we only play defense because we can't catch. Because we was both getting active. TG was catching something. I told you I'm the AB first down Selly. So it was like it was a vibe. It was a vibe. But
you were like the tight end. You were like the safety valve.
Yeah. I'm if it's because Jesse was out there, and I felt like the catch no catch it just came off on me.
Okay.
So it was like, all right, if I see grass, I'm gonna keep going. If I see a defender there, I'm gonna sit it down. All right, that's what they say. I'm the adjuster. I'm the middle adjuster. All right. It was those type of words being thrown out there.
What did you say?
What were some of your catches? You said you had 3 of them. What were the styles?
I was catching. I ran a lot of the mesh routes. You know, I was just catching underneath.
Okay.
Underneath, make something happen with it. Give me a couple yards.
Oh yeah, he got yak. He got some yak.
Really?
He was getting some yak.
Throwing some spin moves
he
out
got
there.
some yak. He got some yak.
I was catching off of Shay's ear, like, you know.
His quarterback was different. That's what. Yeah, I had Leftwich. He had Shay, so it was just.
I didn't have Shay giving me that zip.
Wait,
so I
what?
could get some more off of it.
How many teams were there?
It was 2 teams, but we would rotate players. That's
gotcha.
7 never rotated off.
No,
Leftwich
Seven was the
would
all-time.
yeah, he stayed the whole time. Leftwich rotated off a couple times. Shay threw a couple picks. One was a pick 6. We like, bro, he threw the last pick 6. We like, you gotta go, bro.
Cordell was the quarterback a couple times.
Cordell threw. Did he throw a pick? I thought he threw one too. Yeah,
He was playing hard. He played hard. He threw something.
He low key threw. Yeah. They started playing harder first, but I feel like it was because of the embarrassment of the picks, and then that made us respond. Yeah.
In the beginning, Ike was the quarterback. And
Yeah.
he was trying to do something. That didn't work. Then 7 came in.
He
7.
like, bump
seven
that. It didn't take long for him to get in, and yeah, bruh. But that was So TG would get Shay throwing him passes.
Yeah,
I was subbed
yeah.
out because when I went out there, I ran. He threw that pick. I'm like, bro, I'm in the black jersey. That's in the white jersey, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, you hear through that pick too.
Hey, bro, right to that
Man,
man.
you
I'm
was
like,
like
bro,
that.
you hit him. It was an Eli Manning, bro. It was right in the face. We like, bruh.
I'm like, bro, what are you going?
Come on, bro. Who you looking at, man? And he gave us the, hey, come on, bro. Was like, no, man, we keeping score tonight, man. So then after that, Leftwich came out. Leftwich throwing hard though, bro. I don't know how you feel about Leftwich throwing that rock, man. He was slinging that thing, bro. Yeah.
Okay, he used to break fingers though. I didn't know.
No, like legit. I'm like, hey, bro, this is a charity event. You ain't
He got a pretty release though. Like you see how it
It's
come out.
beautiful.
Like,
Oh
this is
man,
pretty
that top down look on it, yeah, bro. Yeah, but he was throwing it kind of hard, bro. I ain't lying. Yeah, but
What's his deal right now?
so when I talked to him,
I was gonna say, is he doing any networking?
yeah. So I mean, if you're not networking, what you doing? What you doing? But he did say that he's doing the family thing right now. Yeah, he's open, he's available, but he's doing the family thing right now. So I was like, definitely understand that, man. I mean, he came off of obviously being a part of that Super Bowl championship down there in Tampa. He's been on the circuit for a minute. Obviously, I was with him out in AZ. So it's like, man, if this is your take a year or two to kind of, reset. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, man. But T, since you were big fishing yesterday, man, running around hobnobbing it, I seen you over there rubbing shoulders with Mr.
Man.
Rooney. Seen you out there with Coach T. You was over there hard counting with Vince. I'm like, bruh, like, is you coaching or is you an alumni? I ain't know what the deal was. Talk about what OTAs was like from your perspective, man. What you saw?
I thought it was good. The energy's way up. You can feel the energy.
Way up.
Yeah, way up.
Yeah.
Competition is already there. I think the team's gonna be a good team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of talent out there. You can see that. There's a ton of talent. It feels star-studded, but it feel like a Coach T moment. Like all right, I got some guys out here. Let's push them. Let's see what Let's see what I can get going here. This was going hard. Like you feel that first day too.
First day energy real.
Yeah, first day energy real. Like everything feels good the first day. Everybody running like the good feel. Fresh legs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good though. Like I didn't realize that JPJ was that tall. Like he's huge. I didn't all the way realize about the other corner on the
Corey
other
Trice.
side.
Yeah. 2'7".
Mm-hmm. Them boys are really long out there. Like I think that's a guy you gotta keep an eye on. I thought the corners, like I was watching the corners. Obviously, I was watching the linebackers. I like Peyton. I like Peyton a lot. I like him a lot.
Now, what'd you feel about his size in person? In terms of when you saw,
I think he's bigger than you think he is. I think he's way bigger than you think he is. Like, he's big, he's long, he's tall. He's a football guy. He's a football guy. Like, that's a football guy. Like, I do football. I breathe football. You know, I talked to him for a nice minute. Like, he's a football guy. He's big though. He kind of got I told you he got that Kuechly type. I feel like body type. He's big. Like, people don't know how big Kuechly is till you get up on it.
Until you see it in person,
Yeah, he got that type of feel. Like, he's big, he's long. I think that room's kind of thick. That room's all right. You know, that Lamarck Robinson, he looked strong, thick. He was moving pretty well.
How you feel about that new addition, Mr. Money, talking six?
You know, that's they look like money. They can't hide it.
Hey, you see the big boy Chado? I said, yeah.
You know,
listen,
he look good though. He moves smoothly.
When you got 30 on the neck to go practice, you like, you about that, bro. You about that. Because it was a lot of diamonds, a lot of shot. And I said, Lord, you about that life. Oh.
I ain't seen that.
You ain't even tuck it in. I'm like, you ain't even tuck this one in. You let it.
No, I'm not tucking this.
Like, you see this one. Yeah. I say, whew, all right. Talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk.
Man, he got good size, though. You know, he's a guy. He's a dog. You know, he's a dog. You can feel his energy. He coming there. He run. It feels like it's another leader.
It's a guy.
Yeah,
definitely
it's another
a guy.
leader in there. Like, with Cam not being in there, it feels like, all right, well, this is what we're doing. This is a break it down. This is a tone setter. This is another guy in here.
Now, how'd you feel in terms of him and E-Rob, that combo, man? Some of the stuff that you were seeing, because I know you said you was watching some of that as well, man.
I like that. I like E-Rob. Like, he can move. He's not just super athlete, but he can move. You know what I mean? He's smart though. He's in the right spot a lot. You could feel like the energy, the communication. Like, those days out there is about communicating. You know, communicating what you see, pre and post snap, running, getting to the ball, seeing what you're supposed to do, punching at the ball. You know, just the little stuff, the details that make up the big moments that show up.
And you talked about punching at the ball searching, creating no turnover. That's what we talking
about.
Ball
searching, things that don't all the way see, but they show up in the later time. It's like, I thought that was a lot of that. It was a lot of like just pure work, seeing the ball get caught. You know what I mean? Taking your proper drops. Like, this is the drop. You know what I mean? This is where I need to be. This is how I should feel. This is a good break. You know what I mean? Getting your feet back, planting into the ground, just different things like that. But I think that's a good team. I think that's going to be a real good team. There's some talent on that team. You know, there's some dudes, and you could tell it's hungry. Like, the competition is already way up. And I think competition just breeds success. That's that iron sharpens iron, but there's a lot of iron out there, you know? You see that quarterback competition, like, I think that's the main story right now, but you can just feel it, like, one go in, the 7 shots, one go in, another go in. Another go in is kind of like, you don't want to be the guy to not get yours in, you know? But it's a lot of defense across the street. You know, then you got a Minka back there, like, you know, you're getting good DB work against a good quarterback. Like, it's a lot of good on good varsity reps, you could call it.
Yeah. Now, what was your first thoughts in terms of just the eyeball test, man? Seeing Fields, seeing Russ side by side in person.
Yeah, Justin Fields is beautiful. He's another, like, that looks good. That's a pretty looking, like, quarterback. If he didn't play quarterback, he could be probably a starting receiver or starting corner or starting safety, or, like, he just looked good. He's strong, he's big, he look like he's fast. But Russ is Russ. Like, that look good. Russ not as tall. You can see Russ is short, but Russ is Russ. You know? Russ feels like a leader, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain.
It felt like QB1 with Russ is that. It feels the presence.
Yeah. Feels, it just looks like that's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he got a nice zip to the ball, nice, like, it just feels like, yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. You know? There's a lot of talent in that building.
About to say, man. Nah, it's definitely changed, man. It feels there's a lot more buzz around there right now, man.
Yeah. You can say, like, you can call the receivers, but the receiver core, like, there's a lot of talent in that building. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of dudes that want to say, like, you might not know about me, but I'm here. You know?
Now, was there anybody in terms of what you were seeing yesterday that kind of just stood out to you, or you'd be like, you know what, man, this is somebody that I think y'all should, definitely be looking out for, man. I think, man, I just like this dude, man. There's something about him.
Beanie Bishop.
I love it.
You mean,
I thought you was gonna say Najee Harris when he kept running by you and everything. Dang, bro, that's crazy.
I was
He said, "You gonna
Yeah,
trade me today?"
Did you and Najee get to talk at all?
Different at all, dude. I didn't blink. I was like, man, look good, nice. I didn't blink though. I'm like, man, I told you. But I think 30's thick. He's thicker than he look. Like he's thick. He's heavy. He stood out a little bit to me. I like Beanie. I think Beanie's a sneaky one, man. Yeah. I think that's a good player. He's competitive. He's scrappy. Not really big. Not really big. I don't know that it goes outside in this world. I don't know that it can, but I think it's scrappy enough to be able to do that type of stuff. But I see where you see like slot, nickelish, compete for that type of spot.
Did they have him there yesterday?
Yeah, he was in the nickel.
I was say I didn't pay attention to him like that, but yeah. That's why I said I trust T. If TG bringing him up, TG had eyes on him. That's the thing. I'm like, who's you watching?
It looked good.
Hey, look.
Was he going up against Roman Wilson?
Ooh, because Roman looked good.
Roman looked good.
Yeah.
I thought Roman was a little bit bigger than that, taller than that. But he looked good. Like, he's athletic. He's scrappy. He reminds you of, what was my man's name? He came from the
Lance
Saints.
Moore. Lance Moore. Yup.
I
thought the same thing. Yup.
Yeah. He feels like Lance Moore. Like, scrappy. It's open. Here it go. You might lose it. You might, like, I can see that as a weapon.
He catch it on the run a lot, man.
Yeah. He's running around in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you could feel him running around in there. So, and 14-14, I think the freak. Like, you could feel his presence. Like,
he threw one of them little DBs. He was like, God, dog, that's a grown man. You just did that too.
Yeah, he kind of threw somebody down once or twice. He just, 14-14. His confidence, you can feel his confidence. You feel he's excited about them quarterbacks. Like, you can feel that. Like, his confidence is there. Not that it was ever not there, but his confidence is really there.
Now, I want to ask you this, though, real quick, because they asked me in terms of Deke in the chat. You've obviously played with Russ. You saw Roman Wilson as well. Who's taller than you, bro?
I think Russ is taller.
You think?
Russ is thicker. He's thicker, so
he's definitely thicker. Bigger. Yeah, he's definitely thicker.
He's still big. Like, like, it's like he, like, but it just don't feel. It don't feel like.
Yeah.
Don't feel like he feels like Lance. Like, Lance wasn't the biggest, but he was like, when you walked up on him, you put him next to certain people, you're like, oh, you are taller than him. You're bigger.
Yeah.
Cause
that's what I told him. I was like, I need to see them side by side again. I feel like they yeah.
Russ is short. He's short. He's short. He's short. He's short. I think them Seattle colors did him a lot of good too. Like, colors can do that,
bro. The shoulder pads and the extra rib protector. I'm like, bro, you look a lot bigger. I literally said that to teach him. I was like, bro, I thought he was bigger. I literally think he was a bigger dude, bro. That was my first time seeing him without.
When I played with Russ before, I always say, like, Russ is like, he's a little dude. Like, he's not little though. Like,
he's not tiny.
Yeah, he's just not tall. He's just not tall. Like, but Russ is out there to compete, man. Russ out there with the eye black on.
You seen it in practice, bro. Yeah.
Call it what you want, man. Out here with this eye black on. I'm out here to compete. Every day, I don't care. I'm out here to compete.
No. Nah, and that's the part that I was like, man, I think it's going to be a vibe for both of them dudes, man, but for the team as a whole. If you got competition at that spot, the way that they're operating it right now, I just think throughout the rest of the roster,
you got to feel good about whoever it is going into week one then.
Yeah.
Russ is going to start this thing out. Like, he's going to get the first pitch, like, especially with, like, the schedule.
Because there's no way he loses it in an OTA and training camp.
I just don't think he looks too good in this setting.
I think Russ goes to Denver. Russ to Denver is going to happen. Like, he's going to get that one. He's going to start that one. He's going to start them. You know what I mean? He's going to start.
You get the first month. You get the first four.
Yeah, he gonna get the first semester for sure.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see little pieces of Fields come in, like, packages.
You think?
And I don't think
If
I
the
hope
doors,
not.
I think if the door is opened up, it'll get to that.
Eh.
I think, but if Russ keeps the door closed, we won't get to that. But I think if they
I
want
think
to
you'll
start,
see packages. They like that. You're not gonna see that.
but how you want to use it in a package though, without putting the ball in his hands, like at quarterback? That's what I'm saying.
It might do get in his hands, but it's gonna be packagey. It might be the option come out of that. It might get an option pat, like you get something, but no,
I do. I just don't know how I feel about it per se though.
I hate that
Because
stuff.
it's like, if the flow is, Russ is playing the way Russ is playing, I like the idea of, okay, yeah, you can add some of the zone read stuff. You can add some of this, using your legs as a quarterback design runs, but I don't like the switching them out in,
You're not just gonna not see this, bro. You're not just gonna not see this all year. Like, it's like you gotta see a little bit of what is that, And I'm not saying it to say like it's not gonna play or no all that. I'm just saying you're gonna see it like packaged early to see like, all right, this is what it is. This is a little nugget of it. It's a little bit, you know what I mean? All right, that's enough. Like, or just little stuff. You're gonna see it though.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong because it's been done before. Hell, even Vic's first year in Philly, they did it.
Us, but they did.
Yeah, they did it with McNabb in the starter. They throw Vic out there for a play or two.
Yeah.
And then obviously Taysom Hill with Drew Brees. Like it's been done. I just never
Saints
liked
had
it.
the most success of it.
What?
Would we say the Saints probably had the most success or consistency with
I
it?
guess, but
I mean, I'm not saying that we like, because I'm with
Right.
you. I'm not a big fan of it
why
either.
am I taking Drew Brees off the field?
But there were some plays where Taysom did get some easier touchdowns because of
Probably.
that.
I honestly probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
Saints probably had the most success with it. Like doing that thing. I can't remember any other teams off the top of my head right now. I mean, the Dolphins back in the day, they were doing the pure Wildcat stuff. It wasn't like a quarterback getting out there. It was two running backs.
Ricky,
yeah.
Ronnie Brown, Ricky Williams. Yep.
Did they do
Ronnie
some stuff
Brown.
with Lamar in his rookie year while
I said
Flacco
Ronnie,
started?
Did I say that right? Yeah.
Mariota with the Raiders. Yeah, I guess that did happen. Yeah, they took Carr off the field.
No, you're gonna see him in there a little bit. You're gonna see certain packages. Like they like him.
No,
like
you definitely know they like him. And
Yeah,
you
he
can
can
see,
fit,
like,
like-
he got some stuff where you just like, bro, that looks special. Like, yeah.
They like him. He made this one throw kind of on the run. He's like, nice little bit. Like,
Talk about it.
You can see it. Like, he's strong. Like, he's just strong. Like, he got a strong arm in a sense. That's a strong arm. He's strong. He feel like one-on-one, like, all right, you got to tackle that. I don't want you to just feel like that's down. You got to tackle that.
In space, and that's the part I think that I've witnessed watching him now in this setting. When you watch him on game day and dudes are having issues tackling him in open field and why he can excite and do what he does, the size that he has, it's legit. Like, all right, you got GP one-on-one with 10 yards to go right or left. How you just bringing this one down? It's like it gives you a little bit of that vibe with
The field is faster and
has
more agility and shiftier.
That's
I'd
what we
even
said.
argue. Yeah,
that's what you heard. I mean, me and TJ said the same thing in terms of like, yo, you could see where he could be a starting receiver, running back, safety. If he want corner, like he's that type of athlete, man.
and I keep saying this with Fields. It's crazy that we're talking about him like this because coming out of Ohio State, we were just focused on his quarterback play and his passing because he
never
was
had
not
to.
doing this stuff at Ohio State.
He
which
never
it's,
had
it's
to,
pretty
which is
crazy.
nuts, man.
So he needs to get if anything, that's what we're looking for out of Fields is to get back to more of that Ohio State like play style and what he was doing there, and then have some of this like the athleticism and stuff be like the ancillary, like be the extra.
Yeah, because right now it's a little bit flipped, and we definitely want to get back. I like it,
But
though.
it's crazy. It's crazy how like it feels like his athleticism was hidden at Ohio State.
I would agree. I never knew it was to this extent.
Yeah,
I didn't know
he
he was
has the
that
most
Yeah, I didn't
rushing
know he
yards
had
in a
that,
single
bro.
season.
Yeah, I did not know he was
beat
that.
out Vic and Lamar Jackson for that.
I don't think you realize how big he is.
Yeah.
Like, big. Like, he's big. Thick. Like, he's probably like 215.
Yeah, like NFL wise, you're like, bro, you're not supposed to be that at that position along with the traits that you have. And I think that's the other part when we were just going back to the Kenny versus Fields and that argument of development. Why would you either one of these dudes, right? Struggling at this point in their career, but it's like, what's more exciting? Kenny doesn't have that type of stuff where it's just like, yo, even though you haven't figured this out, you still have something that a lot of dudes at this level still don't have. And that's the part where it's like you can
And they're
see,
never going to have.
right, and that's the part where you can see why the excitement is what it is around him, why the team, is giving him this opportunity, and even why you even hearing in my voice like, yo, I want to see, can you develop it? What that look like? Because it does have a lot of those freaky traits with it, man.
Yeah, it's kind of getting in the game. You're gonna see it.
All
And
right.
it's confident.
You said it's coming or it's confident?
It's confident.
Oh yeah, you heard that in the interview. Yeah,
It's confident.
I
You
did
know
not
who he
come here to sit. Oh yeah.
is. You know who he is. You're gonna get in there a little bit. You're gonna see it at some point, and you gotta see it to see if it's what you think it all the way is. You know?
Yeah.
Where you're like, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is the future. You know?
So now he said it's gonna be a vibe with him. It's gonna be a vibe. But did you have any other OTA? Any other? Because there's multiple things going on. You know that. I mean, I gotta ask you about some
I was just
current
going to
guys,
talk about the college football 25 trailer.
TJ looks like like he's huge. He's huge. He's a muscle. Like he's huge.
He didn't. Yeah.
He's huge. He looks like he works out all the time.
Mhm.
Like
He on his JJ Watt now.
Yeah,
JJ
he looks
Watt.
like he doesn't miss a workout for sure.
Yeah.
Like he's huge. He's huge, and I've seen him up close and all before, but he looks big. Like he looks way bigger. He looks huge.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Shit,
He's pissed off.
rightfully so.
He was wrecking 7 shots early if you was paying attention.
Hey, I was trying to explain. I said TJ had a couple of TJ plays where it's like, hey man, we didn't see the best in the world, and I'd be able to stop that one, man. Don't trip. He done better, worse. Don't. It ain't just you. You ain't special. He done it all
He
up.
was wrecking
Yeah.
7 shots early. Like, yeah, I'm here.
But that was because the energy. You know what it was like. The offense was hype. They was hype, rightfully so. So defense was responding, and then even to the point where they wanted to sub him out. Tell me you heard this, TG. Whoa, hey guys. They got Justin Fields out there. Oh, God. Hey, defense better be ready now. Justin Fields coming in. Oh, God, it's Justin Fields. Like, that's their energy. That's their energy on defense.
Swipe at the throat.
All right, yeah.
You're in peak
Bro,
bad.
we said
You're
if this
bad.
was game day, bro, somebody might would have been, hey, get him up out of here, bro. Yeah, because that was the energy. They like, oh, you got it's Rusty. All right, they got Russ now. All right. Oh, it's Fields. All right, cool. Yeah. So defense definitely playing pissed off. They like, bro, anytime y'all talk about these dudes, anytime y'all act like they like that, we trying to show you what's up. And I love it. I love it, man.
Still defense. That's still a defensive unit.
Yeah.
Like
That's the heart. You know how we roll.
It's still the heart of the unit in the sense that defense. Like, you know how it is. That's cool. Sorry, I think they're gonna be really good. They do. I think they got all the pieces they per se need. It's staying healthy, meshing it all together, but I think they're gonna be really good. And I think dudes want to play for Coach T. Like, you want to make a play.
Oh no, facts.
Justin Fields already called him the best coach he's had.
He said
you
that?
want to.
Yeah.
Wow.
One day in the OTAs.
I love it. I missed that. I love it though.
Bro,
Who's this
it's not
coach
like
in Chicago?
Coach T, man.
You know it ain't nothing like Coach T, bro.
Yeah,
I just
think
think after one day though, my man was like, yeah, bruh, he's the one. Call the wife. It's over. I ain't coming home. It's like, hey, bro, all right. Thank
Man,
you.
you seen Pat P like, man, I'm trying to get the pick.
You see it? Hey, if you know, everybody trying to come to Pittsburgh. Hey, Coach, please don't forget me. Yeah.
I think that gets dudes in free agency though. I think that's how you get a Russ and a Fields.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, his reputation speaks for itself, man. Anybody that's played for him speaks like crazily high about him, and that's contagious, man. That's why a lot of other players, current dudes, and even former guys talk about, man, I wish I could have played for him, because he that type of dude, man. Absolutely. All right, now TG, I'm trying to think, man. It's been obviously some headlines.
About that chain, man.
What you say? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Leave that man alone, man. Don't ask you about that thing. I'm stupid though.
So you know, I'm just trying to see, like, all right, some headlines going around. All right, so I've seen headlines
don't
going around.
ask me about that.
You know, it's headlines going around.
It's
Okay,
business.
there is business associated with the headlines that are going around. All right. Now, Deke, I don't know where you've been the past couple of days. Okay, but every once in a while, I get bored and I just open up my phone, social media, sometimes get information, right? All the different networks, platforms, they all give valuable information. And there was a familiar name that did come up that made headlines, and obviously people have been reacting and having different opinions on it. Obviously, we're talking about the homie AB, right? Recently was in the headlines, had filed bankruptcy, but also filed it while saying that he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I forgot he got new music on the way as well, man. TG, how did you see it, man? And I need you to react to it afterwards, Deke, but can you fake that? I don't know, like, what this is. Because the way he rolled it out, I'm like, yo, is it for real? Or are you just, like, trying to make a headline? But it was from the official CT ESPN, and usually when it's from that, just if you follow AB,
he tries to put his best foot forward with CTSPN.
CTESPN is a little bit more buttoned up. It's a little bit more like, this is where I'm gonna do the jersey leaks. This is where I'm gonna do what I think is about to happen. Whereas his personal account is where it's like, all right, he can get outlandish, do whatever. This was on the CTESPN account.
Yeah.
So that's what he's like. Yeah, I'm like,
anything they report is real. You know how they say it.
That's what he said. So that's why I'm just like, what's up? Because I know you've been a little bit closer than I have doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, dang, bro. Like, I was. What was your reaction when you seen the headline, man? Because like I said, that headline came across and everybody's been,
I thought it was just some type of business. I don't know though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought it was just some type of business play where it's like, man, we ain't paying that. Shut it down. You know, I mean, what they said, he had got like, you know, I'm not a pocket watcher, but I think they said he had got like 80, 90 million.
He screenshotted his bank account a few years ago.
I remember
during
that.
COVID.
Yeah.
It looked to be healthy still.
It was fat. Yeah, it was real
healthy.
Yeah,
it was healthy.
That was COVID, but it was healthy.
Yeah, unless he blew through all that in the last like 3-4 years. I mean,
it said like 80.
That's a lot. No, the number didn't say 80.
I think it was like 30 million.
Yeah, it didn't say 80, bro. It might have been
30
80
or
career.
40.
It was like 80 maybe for the career, but yeah, it was like, was it 30? It was like,
I think it was
like
around
30s,
30 or 40. Yeah.
Man, he's definitely in that 50-60 range, man, for sure. Gotta be one of those. The Joe Hayden, you know how they say his levels. Like there's the Joe Hayden
bro,
level.
I'm telling you, bro.
The Ben level. There's like the normal level.
Yeah.
There's like, you know, I think he's in that other stratosphere. Like
he is. Yeah. Big fish. Like that's big fish.
Like yesterday example. Some of us drove to the game. Some of us parked in the parking lot. Some of us flew to the game. And parked at the landing.
Fresh off the PJ, man. Some people came off the PJ. Yeah. Some people drove. You know what I mean? Some people took the Uber.
Some people got off at Pittsburgh Airlines. Some people got on that PJ. Right after the game, me and you walking. I'm like, bro, I'm about to dip. You about to dip. And I heard a couple people like, bro, I got to go right now. We got to go get on the jet.
The jet's leaving. We got to go. It's like,
I'm like,
bro,
oh,
what?
Man.
What type of combo is that? TJ, let's go get something to drink. I don't even speak that language over there, bro.
Yeah, like they're about to
I don't even know what that is.
They're out of the state. They're getting out of here right now. And we're talking about we got to get past this crowd, like driving. You're like, man, I'm on the jet. Don't even worry about that.
No.
So I think
big fish. There's levels to it. There's definitely levels to it, man.
I just don't think he's like. I don't think he's broke, but I think his fake, like who he is, he can never truly go broke. Man. He can sell anything. Man.
It's AB.
You know what I mean? He got an autograph signing and be right back up. Don't trip.
Respect.
Has he dropped the second episode of his podcast?
Man, I gotta see
he dropped the Tyreek one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see
How's the reception been? Yeah, I have
I'm
not
not
seen
sure,
it,
but we were talking about that. The trouble with his podcast was potentially going to be the consistency.
Consistency, yeah. I don't know if he's dropped another. I haven't heard anything, man. I need to go. I'm gonna go on social media. We need to see what's going on, man. What's the streets talking about, man? Let's see what the streets are saying about him. Because if the episode,
I got this football sign yesterday, man. This football, like, for all the guys out there, man. I got everybody that's somebody on this football.
Hey.
I got Troy.
Okay.
I got Betty.
Okay.
Okay. I got Chris Hope on there.
Okay.
I got.
You had to have gotten the GOAT, right?
Who?
The GOAT.
No, I didn't get that. I could have got that. It was there for me to get.
It was available.
That talked to me a lot. I got a picture with that, the guy. But I didn't get that sign. But yeah, all the collectibles. I got.
Why are you like this, bro? What's your problem? Yo, he talked to me a lot. I got this picture. I got to say, hey, bro, who's good?
It's crazy. Like, you would think it's like the ball from Space Jam. There's so many. There's Hall of Famers on the ball, man.
Hey, Deke, TG was a kid. He can't. He started that joint, bro.
That's what it sounds like.
TG's like, look, man, I'll pull it up with that one. Hey, you, come here. Yeah. Come Jersey. Yeah, come in. Yeah, man.
So, yeah. Good times, man.
Respect on that, man.
There's no nation like it, man. It's still a nation. It's a rare breed, man. There's no nation like it.
No, respect. Dang. Oh, my man, hold on. It was something else I wanted to ask you. Oh, schedule release. That's what I wanted to talk to you about as well. Yes. I was like, yo, what was I forgetting? So officially, we got the schedule coming out, man. We starting out on the road, Atlanta, week 2, Denver. Got some Christmas action. What was your thoughts, man? Take time to pull it up if you need to. But yeah, man.
Not playing an AFC North team until week 11.
Yeah.
And we have four games against the division in a row.
I think early is not too bad. I think it's a tough schedule. But I think now we're in the part of the NFL. Like, I think everybody's good in the league.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like nobody's just a walk in the park. Like, it ain't like that no more. Like, I think everybody can play. And obviously you can every Sunday is a big Sunday. You can get beat any Sunday. But I just feel like everybody's good out there. Like, it's a lot of good teams now, But I think the back end of that schedule after that bye week is rough. It's vicious. It's a gauntlet after that bye week. Like, and then it's like, because Christmas is on a Wednesday?
Yeah. Wednesday, we play them at, was it 1 o'clock? Wednesday, 1 o'clock? Yeah.
And I think they played a Saturday before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, that's like a Thursday night game. You know what I mean? That's equivalent to that. Like, that's rough. And it's like, who is that? Baltimore? Where you got that Baltimore, Cleveland.
Yeah.
You got that little stretch in there where it's like it's like 3 games in a couple of days. Like,
so the way it goes is so let's see. Post bye, you got that Thursday night against the Browns, then December 1st, Bengals, December 8th, Browns. Then after that, Eagles on the road. Then you got that Saturday. You go Sunday to Saturday versus the Ravens, and then Saturday to Wednesday versus the Chiefs.
That's rough.
Yeah.
You know what that Raven week is.
Yeah.
Then
So
back with a Chiefs. Like, that's rough.
Yeah, Philly's a Sunday.
Philly's
now you
rough.
lose a day to go to Baltimore on Saturday. Then you lose the additional days to go play the Chiefs on Thursday. Yeah.
I just think that Chiefs is rough on a Thursday. Like,
Well, I mean, I said Wednesday, Christmas Day, but it's Christmas though, and it's on Netflix. That's got to count for something, right?
I get that. You just played on what? Saturday.
Yeah, but this is who's. This superstar studded on that Christmas Day. You might be in the building for that one, huh? You pulling up for that one?
Cam Heyward's just bouncing back.
I'm just saying, bro. Like that's Christmas. You gonna have a Taylor Swift. You gonna have a Sierra. Like you pulling up. You in the building? You said Lala might be there, right? Mello. Who else in there?
Everybody. Lala gonna be there. Everybody else gonna be there.
I know you. I know you gonna miss that one. And it's on Netflix, bro. Come on, man. Can't miss that. Can't miss that one.
Gotta make that one. It's on Netflix.
Come on, bro. Yeah.
Troy probably be at that one.
Trey pull up. The city gonna come out. You know that. Yeah.
Troy probably put that one up the one, man. So, and then, hey, it's crazy not to be like this, but like football has taken over Christmas. Like, I remember Christmas was a basketball day. Like, that's a football day.
Okay, it was. I'm gonna see LeBron. I'm gonna see Kobe. Yeah.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. I think that's gonna. Schedule's rough. After that bye week, it gets rough. It's downhill. So you definitely want to win early, but like it's rough. It's rough.
I mean, we've done fine against the AFC North. I'm not that concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I'm not saying that. I'm just like they're a good team, and I think like the Russ effect is real. Like I think those are real things to where it's like, yeah, put that on Christmas.
And we got a lot of primetime games already. Prime times,
like,
4 o'clocks. Yeah.
These are real things. Like, you want to see what the Steelers going to do. Like, I think they're a hot market team. I mean, they always are, but they're definitely like I want to see what they're going to do type team right now. Yeah. You know?
Big Sunday night matchup. I think week 7 against your Jets.
Uh-oh.
Rodgers in town.
They seen that man out there in OTA slinging it. They was really happy. Oh, look at him go. Just look at him. Oh, wait.
We're not doing that this year, man. Keeping it quiet. I don't think they can do none of that. It's just shit.
No, man. Don't do that. No, don't do that, man. Come on. This is Mr. Discount Double Check. This is Mr. People's Champ. This is the one and only A-Ron, man. Come on now.
No, man. See you when they get you. Like, I think that's what it is this year, man. So see each other when they get here. You know what I mean?
All right. Okay. I could dig it then. I could dig it. Did you have anything else, though, that kind of jumped off to you about the schedule or anything, man?
Man, no. I mean, the schedule, like I said, I hate those Wednesday, Thursday type games. Like, I personally hate them. Like, I hate that, like, you know, Pittsburgh, Kansas City's on a Wednesday. Like, I know it's Christmas, but it's still like, I would like to see that fresh, you know?
Yeah.
Or like maybe both of them with a bye before that. I'm not sure who Kansas City has before that. They should be coming off the same.
Yeah, they got the same Saturday to Wednesday. Yeah.
Saturday to Wednesday, which is all right, but it's still like you would like to see that fully fresh.
Yeah.
You know?
Because low-key, that Saturday game versus the Ravens, you losing a day because you got the Eagles on Sunday, the week before that
joint. That's a war, though, too.
Yeah, like so it's a later joint, yeah.
Yeah, it's a war. Like, you're beat up. Like, you leaving out of that.
Well, look, it's a war and it's a 4 o'clock game also. So it's like you still are later in this thing, man.
And it's a war. I get what you're saying. Like, it's late in the day. It doesn't matter if it's at 12. Like, it's a war. That's going to be a war. Like, that's one of them.
Oh, yeah.
You know we
it get real. It get real.
Yeah.
And they crowd going to be on our head from the time we walk in the building. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, you got this Patrick Queen situation over here. You got
and you know he gonna be amped to the max. Yeah, I can't wait to see that energy because he definitely gonna match that. If you've been in Philly, you know. Yeah.
So you know, it's like it's a lot of that. It's funny. I just think it's a dogfight after the back end. That's why I think you got to build depth. I think having 2 quarterbacks is dope. That helps. You know what I mean? Like get depth. If anything does happen, you're not panicking. You know. I think having like depth at the running back, they got depth in positions now too. Like they got 3-4 linebackers. You know, they got depth there. Like they got depth at.
Yeah, because young Herbig definitely looking good over there too, man.
Yeah, there's some depth in there. Herbig look real good. You know, and that's good. You probably see the jump in here too. So it's like I just think it's depth on that team. I think that's a team that's able to have a gauntlet schedule like that and still be able to do what they need to do. So. I think that's a good team. I think they got a shot. I really do.
You got a record prediction?
No. I think they'll win 9-10 games.
Okay.
Man.
I think they'll win 9-10 games.
So you got was it 9 and 8? That was it 9 and 8, 10 and
the way you were
shit.
talking about this team, I would have guessed at least 11.
I mean, say you might be a little bit over 500. Yeah.
They going to the playoffs. They going to the playoffs. They going with a nice seed. You know, they'll go with a nice seed.
Okay.
You know, they'll go with a nice seed.
Nah, we definitely gonna need that then. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep it in order then, because I did have something else I was gonna bring up. But first, we also wanted to address, because we haven't talked to you about this. Me and Deke have talked about it. Last week, we obviously know with Cam on his podcast, he was basically saying that he was gonna be staying away from OTAs in search for a new contract, right? And now that we obviously, are here with this thing, just what was your thoughts, man, in terms of Cam communicating that he's going to be staying away through his podcast, stuff like that? And do you think that it has any significance one way or the other? Do you like this move for him specifically? And how do you think it ends for him as well?
I think it's just hype. I think it's a strategy tactic, definitely on his end. Still a strategy on Pittsburgh's end too. I don't think he was coming to super OTAs anyway, Like, so it's kind of like, I think it's strategy tactic. I think he's still working out. He's still around. He pulled up to that event last night. Like, he's not just, out of sight, out of mind. Like, he's still around. You still see his face. They're still talking to him. I think he's still a big piece of that team to where, like, I just think it's strategy. Like, I think that's the business part of it. Like, I think it's still love. Like, it's not like it's a bad, bitter, like, man, coming out here with my shoes untied, trade me. Like, it ain't that.
No.
You know what I mean? It don't feel like nothing crazy like that. I just think it's just a business part. Like, let the business people handle the business. He'll be ready to go when it's done. He'll be at the mandatory part, though.
Yeah.
He'll be there when he gotta be there. They're not gonna get that far.
I was about to say, do you think it gets to the holdout section? Because right now this is voluntary, so it's technically not a holdout because it's voluntary. You don't have to be there right now.
You don't have to be there. I think it's like, that's what I'm saying. I think it's strategy. Like, let's use this time. When it's mandatory, we'll be ready to go, and I think he'll be out there when it's mandatory. And then kick it off from there. Even if it's not handled yet, I still think he pulls up when it's mandatory. Because I think that team represents what he's ultimately looking for is a chance to win that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to let, whether it's just a little bit of difference or this or that, separate that. Like, I think he's going to go out there and try to go get that.
Do you think he gets the extension? And what would you give him?
In terms of money-wise,
Yeah, if you give him an additional 2 years on top of this one, say he actually does play 3 more years.
But
how much you give him per year?
Money, it helps their salary cap out.
It does in the short, but it hurts you in the long term if he doesn't age well. So if, say, you do a 3-year extension, that helps the salary cap right now. But say next year or the year after that, you got to cut him or he's not living up to it. Well, now you got that money on your books and he's not performing to that level or not even on your team. So now you got the dead money you're dealing with.
But you're not about to just cut him. Like, you're not doing that.
Well, no, but that's why you don't want to extend him either if you know you might get to that. Because if you think that this is only his last year, why would you give him 3?
Right, but I don't think you think this is his last year.
Well, no, he doesn't. He said on his podcast he wants 3.
I give him 3
per year. What's that number look like?
What you doing?
I think we're in that 6-7 range.
Boy,
Whoa.
stop. Boy,
Whoa.
stop.
Whoa.
Boy, stop. That man,
like
listen, TG, I'm going to tell you right now. If they come in offer Cam anything 6-7-ish, he's going to take them shoes and he ain't even going to tie them shoes up, Blay.
He ain't even going to act like that.
Bro, what?
I don't think he act like that at this stadium. Like, all right,
what's he coming off for?
I'm with TG. I don't think he's going to act like that, but I think he's going to want double digits at least.
So you think they could come to him and say, what did he just come off of? The deal he just
16 per year.
16 per year. He's had 10 sacks, 10.5 sacks. Last year was the first time in the past 3 years where he wasn't over double digits, and that's when he got hurt, came back at the end of the year. And now you're saying, bro, go from 16 to 6? Like, bro.
I mean, he does have to understand where we're coming from, though, too.
But, bro,
you
that's crazy.
I just think I'm with you. Maybe that's low. Maybe like 10. Maybe 10.
Like, Cam's still a starter. He's still a starter. He can still start this year.
Yeah, but that's this year. We already have him for this year. Then you're talking 30. It'll be age 35, 36 the next 2.
He gets 16 for the next 2-3 years.
That's what he's trying to get with the extension. Right now, he only has this year where he's going to get this year.
His old deal was 16 per year.
Yeah, so this is the last year of that. He has a $22 million cap hit. So we're like, we're not about to talk about you getting cut. Granted, they could save about 16 mil by cutting him, but we're like, we don't think it gets to that. But knowing that he wants a 3-year, or he's trying to play for 3 more years and he wants an extension, well, we're like, well, bro, what is that number looking like? And how does it make sense, not just for the Steelers this season, but for the next year or potentially 2 years? And I think that's the part where it's been this, like, sticking point, so to speak, with it.
I don't think he's gonna go out on top, like in the sense of like that number being that.
But I think that's what he's hunting, though.
Yeah, I don't think he's good. That's when you start to come down on your number.
Because if you weren't hunting it, he's already gonna get 16 this year. That was him, right? Yeah.
That's the salary.
For this year, that was the salary for this year for him. So we're like, you were already gonna get that portion, and it was still parts where we were like, yeah, man, you can make cases cap wise that you could do certain things with him, but yet still it's like, yo, even with that, you're good. But for the extension, that's the thing where we're saying, well, are you gonna start that convo at this number, or how far down are you willing to go? I just don't see him going that low, bro. Because why we even get to this point if, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't see that.
I hear you.
I would love it if he took 6 or 7.
Yeah, if he comes back for 6, that'd be like when we said with 7. It was like, yo, is he gonna come back for the 14? He's gonna come back for less than that. Would he come back for $5 million or this man is like, well, sure, he could do it. We would all love it if he did, but the likelihood of that happening, and I just think of that with Cam, it's like, could Cam come out here for $6 million? Yeah, he could. For the love of the game, sure. But I just feel like with certain dudes, when they get to that level and they didn't work so hard to get there, I don't think he's gonna be as willing to come out there and do and put his body through all of that for $10 million less.
He does got to understand, though, you know, being 30, he'll be 35, 36 for those additional 2 years, and you do got to understand that.
And I think that's the part that surprised us when he said what he said in terms of he wants a 3-year extension, because we're like, if we're just saying this year, that's a different convo, but 3 additional years, that's
fine.
Different.
Him wanting to play, he's got to understand that number is not going to be a contract that was more towards what he was getting in his prime. Like, you just got to understand that.
But if the argument is prime or not prime, outside of a injury, the last 2 years that he's been healthy, he's giving you 10 plus sacks. How far of it his prime is he?
I know, but in 2025 and 2026, that'll be 3 years removed from those 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He's been aging pretty good. He's aged way better than I thought. So can he still be playing at a pretty decent level those 2 years? There's no doubt, but the more you get older and you age, it just gets more risky for the organization standpoint.
You can't go up super high. You give him something. You can't climb up too high. You know?
Maybe it's like 3 years, $30 million.
Because I was like 10 apiece. I think 10 is reasonable. That's still a pay cut, but it's reasonable.
And it'd be nice.
And it's still respectable. I feel like
there's other guys in there too, man. Like,
it is. Definitely
you know
is.
What I mean? At some point, you're trying to get them other guys in there.
Yeah.
Going. You know.
But I don't feel like this is to the convo where it was the whole 7 argument of, okay, the longer we keep 7, the longer that postpones us being able to get a quarterback in here that can grow and see if, you could be the new franchise guy. I don't think that's the case with Cam because they rotate. You got multiple guys that are going to play. So even though, Keanu Benton is out there, Larry Ogunjobi, DeMarvin Leal, Isaiah Loudermilk, it's like, well, Cam could still be a part of you guys developing, and he could still be getting his snaps and still producing. Whereas at quarterback, it was just like, bro, if you're here, these dudes are never going to get a chance out here. So I just think, like, even in that sense, like, I don't think it's going to hurt him as much, but I do think he's playing with fire the longer you allow, in the words of you, let them see what it's like without you around here, Yeah. Right now, it's somebody else in the house cooking. Somebody else preparing breakfast. Somebody else walking around with their pajama pants on. He's like, hey, man. Deke, don't let too many people see something. You know what I mean? Because what happens if
see what it's like without you, they can learn life without you.
He might like that turkey bacon a little bit better than that pork. You feel me? Like, you just never know. Never know.
Feel that. Felt that.
I
don't see the holdout per se, but I don't see it going too long. Yeah. But I think they'll figure it out. Like, I think they can come to a common ground number.
Respect.
Like, all right, that's cool for me. That's cool for you. That's cool. Let's do it.
Yeah. Cause that's my thing. I'm like, bro, it don't feel right if Cam ain't out there. That's what I'm saying. It don't feel right.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely miss his presence.
Yeah.
10 sounds good. Yeah. 10, 11.
I like 10, 11.
10, 11. Sound all right.
You good with 10-11, D? How you feel about 10-11?
Give the Steelers a good out in 2026.
Ooh, cold-blooded. I love
But yeah,
it.
sure. 10, 10.
That's the Omar Khan I'm looking for. Who was
Give me an
Omar?
out after year 2.
Yeah, because I'm giving them Colbert deal. I'm showing love. All right, off the strength. You gravy train over here. Yeah.
Make it like 3 years, 10, 20, 20 or 22, something like that, guaranteed. So give me some cap savings if we need it for that last year.
All right. Well, since you did bring up 2026, this is the final thing that I needed to bring up to you, TG, because obviously it just dropped. But in 2026, the city of Pittsburgh, the 412, Pennsylvania, will be the hosting city for the NFL draft.
That's crazy. That's
did
like
you
the
feel about
Olympics,
it?
bro.
Come on,
That's
bro.
crazy. That's
Come
a
on,
big
bro.
deal. It's gonna be packed out there, man. I hope they show up. They should break the record. I think Detroit had a real
Detroit was
showing
fire. Yeah.
I think where's it gonna be, at the stadium probably?
I don't know officially yet, man, because I'm like,
It's
you could do
an
the stadium,
outdoor type event.
but you
It's
could
like an
also,
outdoor-
but you could also do it down in the city. I know when I was in Philly, that's how they did it there. It was it was like downtown, but it was still outdoor. But it was like you're still like around like buildings and stuff. Like it was, the
It's like
layout
a
was different.
festival.
Yeah,
Like, I think-
it's like
I
a
think-
festival. That's a great way to like,
I think like that space like outside of the stadium or something would be dope.
or
Like,
even
Yeah, where would they do that here then?
because
if
I
they
think
did it
of
within
where
the city?
they hold right when you come out the tunnel, right across from Point Park. It's like not where the sprinkler is, not the big but like where
You
they
talking
hold
about
like
Market Square?
where they hold them like the art festivals at. Right when you coming out the tunnel, across from like the
Yeah.
Wyndham Hotel. You got
Yeah.
Eddie. I think Eddie Merlot's down there. It's like, but it's like that first corner coming out the tunnel on the left is like a big grassy area and stuff like that. Where if you want to set up stage, you got parking and all that down there. You still got the backdrop of the stadium across the water and stuff. But like that type area, because when I just think of the Philly set, it was like they block off like all of the roads down there, so you're not worried about people driving.
Okay.
But you need a place where you can have just access, stage, and just people, because it's not chairs either. Everybody's standing. Like the people that are doing the production are in chairs, but in terms of the crowd and stuff, that's like,
it's like an outdoor
yeah,
event.
it's like Coachella. Look like Coachella. Yeah,
like a festival.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't think stadium. I thought more.
yeah, just like
Outside.
somewhere in the city, but downtown definitely though.
But I think that's crazy. I think that's dope, man. It brings a lot of money to the city. A lot of people come out. You gotta think you're attracting everybody's people. Like not just the team you playing. Like it's all 32
Yeah.
teams got somebody that's trying to pull up. Like that's a lot.
Yeah, think about the Moats, the Deke, the TG for the Browns or for the Eagles or for Dallas, or you know what I mean? Or the ones that's like, bro, I'm just such a diehard fan. I want to see who the first guy is. Like, I gotta be in the city. Like, you gonna tap into that market as well. Yeah, absolutely, man.
I think it's crazy. Like I think it's like I say. I compared. I'm like that's like the Olympics. Like you see that one time. Like,
This is one of the NFL's big 3 events: Super Bowl, Combine, Draft. Come on, baby. This is big time, man.
And they just started talking about moving the combine. Like that's been where it's at. That's plenty. And you can't go see the combine. Like fans can't go see that. You know,
Right.
Super Bowl is like those two teams. Even though it's the Super Bowl,
Well, you still got to
You
pay
know.
for play to get into that anyways. It costs too much.
yeah. Like
The
this is
draft
a
way
Xbox
different.
stuff.
Yeah. Draft,
Yeah.
you ain't got to charge nothing. Hey, man, walk on up. Come on, bro. Just get in the city.
People- vendors, this is a big thing for a vendor and stuff like that. Like it's dope.
You pulling up, man? I know the network gonna be crazy. You up in the city?
Yeah, I gotta pull up. Man.
Put
I
on
gotta
your
see
calendar, man. 2 years from now, I know we got to plan extra ahead with you, man. All right, make sure you're in the city though, bro. You don't want to miss this one.
it. I'm gonna put it in the calendar. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull up with that.
Man, it's definitely gonna be a vibe out here, man. Definitely gonna be a
What
vibe.
a gone. Hopefully Pittsburgh got a low pick, right?
No. We want a late pick. We want a late pick. Yeah.
People don't want an early pick.
Nah,
They don't want an
yeah.
early-
We want to be picking 32. Yeah, pick 32. Unless Omar done swindle somebody else.
Yeah.
He could swindle.
They have
Omar
multiple
swindle.
first-round picks, maybe.
Yeah.
Man. My God.
Nah.
Hey, man.
What you got?
Hey, bro. So, in going to the game yesterday, I had to walk through the pit facility in a sense, right?
You like that tradition?
It was terrible in there, man. It gave me a headache.
He was smiling.
You
worst-
probably saw
the worst
pictures of
thing
all the
you-
Hall of Famers we turn
He
out.
was so
worst thing you
happy.
can do-
That ACC championship, you get to see
the worst
Kenny
thing
holding
you
that
can
trophy.
do-
All the Kenny Pickett picks in there. He was loving it.
Man, the worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. They lie to themselves so much in there, man. It's so much like, this isn't who we are. You know?
All I know is Pitt was featured in that College Football 25 trailer. I know that.
But it wasn't
That's like
nobody
the who's who. This is a big deal, right?
It's
It's a big deal in the sports world, the video game world. College Football 25.
West Virginia was on that too. You just like, you gotta watch it. If you really watch the previews, you can see them in there. But Pitt, if you also look, Pitt has nobody in the stands.
Looked like a packed house to me.
There's nobody there.
No,
I think
they were
they're
wearing
really-
blue shirts. They
they're
were wearing
really
yellow
on-
shirts. Maybe it's just because they was blending in with the seats, but it was a packed house.
It was an empty seat. They're really showing you like it was empty seats. And they had the one play, they did that little turnover thing. That looked cool. I'm shocked they used
He
Pitt
said
for
that looked cool.
I'm shocked they used Pitt.
Hey, I'm
Like, I
just
don't
glad
know
that
what that was.
I'm glad that all of that hatiness in your body, you could at least acknowledge that was cool, cause that was pretty
That was
daggone cool. Bro. It was pretty cool,
That
bro.
was
That's
cool.
tradition.
It was a
It was
cool
probably
animation.
like, I'll be real with you though, and this is the way I took it. Honestly, seriously, I'm sure like Aaron Donald or Larry Fitzgerald has something to do with the backing of the creation of the video.
They called up. They was like, "Hey, bro,
Yeah.
y'all know who we are, man. We need to be
Like,
featured. One for me and one for
I
Larry.
ain't-
All right,
man,
one for me and
you
one for
know.
Larry. Yeah."
I'm sure they had to call and get like a legend. You know what I mean? So they had to, make sure you show us. You know how that goes. That's what that is. It's like, it's still y'all. You know, it's still y'all.
I mean, if that's how it was, then it doesn't seem like anyone from WVU has any clout in that world. Is that what you're saying?
Pac-Man's a little busy, and then McAfee is he working. He on ESPN.
Just a different different group of guys. You know what I mean? Different group of people.
Actually, who would you say, TG, if we had to say top 5 all-time West Virginia versus top 5 all-time Pitt, what's your lineup for West Virginia? Who you naming?
I think it's different though, because you can
No.
TG, we don't need to hear all this.
Don't give me the excuses. Just who's your 5? Like if I had to name 5 from JMU, I got my 5, right? Who are your 5 from West Virginia that you throwing out there?
Pat White, Tavon, Noel Devon, Major Harris.
Who?
But that Gino.
Oh, Gino.
I think the
Time
guys
out,
that I'm
time out,
going to
time out.
leave out of my
You
top
ain't
5
make
are
the
going to be better
list?
than that.
You ain't on the list. No Bruce Irvin. Hey.
I couldn't even get you to the Bruce Irvin, the Robert Tan.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like Carl Josephs.
Hey,
you know.
you ain't say Pac-Man. You ain't say Pac-Man.
I ain't even get to the Pac-Man.
I love Pac-Man at West Virginia. Bro, come on, Pac-Man.
There's still so many more.
Dang, he left Pac-Man on the list.
If that's the
alright.
top 5, man, I don't know. My 6 through 10 would be better than that.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, D, who you got? Let me hear your 5.
Am I doing my 6 through 10? Do you want the top 5?
Just give me your 5. Any 5 you want to throw out. You've heard the names. You've heard, I think he said Pat White was probably, that sound like the best one
All
of the
right,
group.
well, I'll raise him Pat White. I'll say Dan Marino.
Oh, all right.
But wait. Before we do all this, is that a better pro or is it a better college player? Because those are big differences.
This is also accurate.
I know Dan Marino
Pat White
was
is
All-American.
arguably
I
one
think
of the
Pitt was
greatest
ranked
college
number
players
1 during his tenure and stuff. Like, ranked in the top 5, top 10.
I would say he was pretty good college quarterback as well. I think he was pretty good. College
Yeah.
quarterback.
Who else you named?
All right. So you said
I'll go Dan Marino.
you said Danny Marino. Shout out Dan Marino.
What running back do you want me to pick? Curtis Martin,
That's
Tony
just-
Dorsett, or LaShawn McCoy?
I was a shady guy, but Deion
Man,
Lewis is pretty cool too. But I'm a shady guy.
Yeah, he was good. Man.
Over
We could
Tavon?
go Tony Dorsett. He won the Heisman. at Pitt.
Okay, Tony.
I
We'll
guess-
go Tony Dorsett.
I guess you go 20. He did win the Heisman. All right.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
yeah.
You said is that over Tavon? You said over Tavon? That what you said?
Over Tay?
You said Tony Dorsett not over Tavon? No.
Man, you gotta say Tate, one of the best players ever play college football. That's a lot of people saying it.
Football.
Look,
Tony
that's all
Dorsett won the
good.
Heisman.
He won the Heisman though. That's all.
Dude, I'd take Jordan Addison over Tavon Austin. I think he might be like 3rd or 4th
Where
on my
you
receivers
at?
list.
Oh.
Who'd you say?
Jordan Addison. He won a Bolitnikoff
Yeah.
here. That's for the best college
Oh.
football receiver.
Oh. He ain't even hit you with Larry yet. He
Yeah,
didn't go
right.
Larry yet. He said Jordan Addison. He didn't go
talk
Larry.
about Larry Fitzgerald at all.
He
Yeah.
didn't throw Larry. He said that's Jordan. He said, I'm gonna stick my young boy on that one. Jeez. All
Yeah,
right.
we'll go Larry in the top 5.
He's
Though.
not even a big
That'd
guy.
be
He
number
didn't even
3.
finish that pick.
You're right. He did not finish that pick. Fair enough. Okay.
I know where he had his best college football season.
This is also
Actually,
He
his
didn't
best
even
two.
finish
His
that
best
pick.
two. Yeah,
He
his
don't
freshman
even
and
claim
sophomore year
picks.
were better than
He
his junior
claimed
year.
USC. He didn't even claim pick.
Well, he spent 2 years at Pitt, 1 at USC.
He claimed USC. When he got drafted, they said from USC.
I don't even know if that's accurate.
I heard he said Caleb was his favorite quarterback too, but I could have been missing that. So I
He
thought I
did.
seen
I'm
that
just
somewhere
saying
about
what
it.
he said. He don't never come back to Pitt. That's
Well,
an SC guy.
he's still better than Tavon Austin. I know that. I don't care if he
Better
comes
than
back
who?
or not.
Better than who?
Tavon was
Better
filthy
than
in
who? What'd he
college,
say?
though. Tavon was
What'd he say?
filthy. Ooh,
Bro, he don't believe that.
Yeah, Tavon
You
was
can't say
filthy.
that. He's better than Tavon.
Tavon had a black mamba run low key when you talking college.
Tavon
Like he was out there
yeah,
like DeAnthony Thomas. He had a
We're
Percy
not gonna
Hart.
act like Tavon's not one of them greats.
Yeah,
Like,
He was all right.
hey,
But anyway, like I said, I'm talking about like the probably third or fourth
This is also
receiver on my
true. This
list
is 'cause-
versus TG's probably top guy.
Because you could easily go Larry.
Yeah,
and
we're
say
gonna
headshot.
say we're
You
gonna
could
say
easily go
Fitzgerald.
Larry. Yeah.
I'm throwing Fitzgerald into my
Yeah.
top 5. Fitzgerald, Dorsett, Marino. Do we want to throw Darrell Revis? Yeah, well, let's throw Darrell Revis in there and Aaron Donald to close it out.
Yeah. Whew.
That's not even
bro,
mentioning some of
three
the old
them
guys
dudes are
like
from,
Hugh
the
Green.
1970s, bro.
What?
3 of them dudes.
I'm gonna say he said they from the '70s, so they don't count 3 of the dudes from the '70s. He's just trying to hate. Let them keep hating on it. Yeah. As long as they were playing when it was no longer segregation, in terms of the blacks and whites could play the football game together, we count that. If it was back too far back, it was like, hey man, no, that
Man,
asterisk, all right, asterisk.
That's like saying Kareem, like Mike. Like we didn't see all that play. Like that was way before we got this.
He said, you bringing up Bill Russell over here, man. You not one here to throw it. My daddy was a kid when there's Bill Russell out here, man.
What are you talking about? You said Dan Marino.
Hey, ho.
Come on.
You've never
I
seen
think
Dan
what you're
Marino?
saying without saying it is Pitt actually has some tradition. They got some history.
Dan-
That could bring up
man,
some names from the 70s.
Everybody know Dan Marino, bro. I'm not even a Dolphins fan, and I want a Dolphins Dan Marino jersey because it's Marino. Come on,
You
man.
just said You said I wasn't a Dolphin fan. I know you didn't say nothing about Pitt. Dan
But he
Marino.
came from
You
Pitt,
know
though.
how-
He from there. He's
Bro,
from
he's one of
there.
them dudes you didn't even know he went to college. I bet you that's a trivia question.
Nah, he was
College
like
is
the
different.
best
No,
quarterback
bro.
in college football at that time. He had a rough senior year, that's why he slipped on the boards.
I
But
bet
like he
you
was
that's
the
a
best college
trivia
football
question.
quarterback at that time.
I'm be intrigued if that's a trivia question. Like,
No,
I bet
bro.
you that's
Hey, it's too because he a part of that history of like the quarterbacks coming from like the Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area. Like, yeah, that's the whole like he's part of that group, man.
You know him from the Dolphins.
Yeah.
He's a Dolphin. The Dolphin.
Yeah,
That's how you know him from the
he's
Dolphins.
from Pittsburgh though too. From Pittsburgh, went to Pitt. It's part of his story.
You know him from the Dolphins. Like, what college did he go to? Oh man.
He's one of those. Oh, all right.
Hey, weren't we just talking about what's his face? Brady.
Oh yeah,
A couple podcasts ago.
This is
like,
true.
yeah, I mean, he played a very long career
He
in the
played
pros.
some one of them
Like,
places. Where was he at collegiately?
You associate the Patriots with it, but
Yeah.
like you also got to bring up where he went to college. You only spent 4 years in college. You know?
In fact, you said that you would draft J.J. McCarthy in the
That's
first
true, too.
because of the fact that he went to the same school as Tom Brady, bro. That's for a fact what you said.
I'm not sure about
Or what's another guy like John Elway? You know what? John Elway, the same guy in Marino's class. This is a good example. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah, he
saying,
played
like,
his whole
Tom-
NFL career with the Broncos. Had an
Bro,
illustrious
Tom's not
NFL
even a
career.
college-
So you
Tom
think
went-
Broncos because he
Tom
played
went
so
in the
many years there, but you also know he went to
This ain't
Stanford.
like Tom
Same
just
thing with
lit it
Dan
up.
Marino. You know he went to Pitt.
Tom wasn't no college all-star. Like, Tom didn't light it up.
Bro,
Tom
just
went in-
a
I just brought up the Elway. The Elway is a better example.
No, Deke, no. Just a month ago, you were not saying that with J.J. McCarthy. You were not saying that. You were saying because Tom Brady went there and Tom Brady was all of this. Then, hey, man, you see what he did when he did. So, it's like, no, cut it out, man. Stop that, bro. Stop it. You cannot. Man, no.
Bro, I guarantee that's a trivia question. Which college did Dan Marino go to?
Dan Marino is too, bro. Think about. You seen him in Bad Boys. You see him and you like, yo, I understand. Everybody knows Dan.
He was
And
a
that's a
Dolphin
Pitt
in
dude.
Bad Boys.
Man, but
You
where he
seen
come,
him in
you still
Miami?
know where he come from. You still Ace Ventura,
seen
Pet
him in
Detective.
Miami.
You seen him, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. He was in there too, right? Come on, man. Laces out, Dan. Laces out. You still that's a Pitt quarterback, bro. Come on, bro. Why you doing that, man? Don't do that.
Man, Mike Ditka, I forgot to mention.
Oh yeah, I forgot Dick. Shout out
Mike
to Dick.
Ditka,
Shout out to
yeah.
Mike Dick. Shout out to Mike Dick. All right.
Nah.
Who else we got? I
Right.
mean,
We got a couple
Kenny.
guys.
I mean, I forgot Kenny.
Did you say Kenny?
James
You said
Conner's
Kenny?
chilling there.
He said Kenny. He said Kenny.
James
Yeah,
Tyler
all right.
Boyd's out there.
Kenny.
These are guys, like I said, these are guys that we're not even talking about making the cut at all. Not even close.
First
Kenny
rounders
don't
too.
make-
Yeah. Pro rollers. Yeah.
Yeah. Like and that's the funny thing too. I'm bringing up like James Conner. You're just thinking about him as a pro. He was
a dude at Pitt.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
at
he was
Pitt.
dude at Pitt.
Same with Tyler Boyd. They were unbelievable. Like even better at Pitt than at the pros.
You said Tyler Boyd. I think Tyler Boyd is an elite. I think he's elite college. I give you that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was good. And then damn good pro up to this point.
Man, what? Hey, man, get West Virginia. Where the West Virginia dudes at, man? Enough of this Pitt credit, man. Drop me another West Virginia name on him, bro. Drop me another name. Who you got?
Bruce Irvin.
Cause you see, he didn't throw out. Hey, look, he gave you 5, and then he just started throwing out other names to just boost it up to make it just sound heavier. Like, yeah, bro, don't let him. He just dropping names right now, bro. You need to fight back. Yeah.
Stedman Bailey.
There, shout out to Stedman. Yeah, shout out to Stedman.
Remember Steady B.
Yeah.
Carl Joseph. First round.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? This guy's over here. It's a different kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just ain't hitting the same.
Your guy went to the league and stayed long in the league. I think a Pitt guy, you got to think, Pitt was getting a 4 and 5 star guy at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might not develop into everything, but it turned into a good pro. Spencer Rattler type. You know what I'm saying? While West Virginia was getting a 3-star dog, he was a hard-nosed player. He turned into a pro. He might have stayed in the league for a minute.
Respect.
Different guy.
Respect. No, you didn't name McAfee. Why you ain't make your cut? Why not?
We love Pat. Pat McAfee was elite. He's a punter. We love it. We respect it.
All right, I just ain't know he ain't because he ain't make your name. He ain't make your list.
We respect it. Owen Schmidt.
So,
you know what I mean?
Okay, shout out to Owen. Yeah, with the nose, he gonna headbutt the helmet. Yeah,
Come on,
if you know, you know. That was a vibe. He was crazy.
Like,
that was a vibe though. Yeah.
Those dogs came out of the Morgantown, man.
Yeah.
Just know that.
Shout out to James Moody. James Moody brought up Chris Henry. I already said the Pac-Man Jones, but he also brought up Chris Henry as well with Pac-Man. So yeah.
I low-key forgot about Chris.
I low-key did too,
Pac-Man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can say what he want. Like, he's named all these names, but we whoop Pitt consistently. You feel me?
Talk that talk.
I don't think.
Talk that talk.
The record's in our favor.
Shady McCoy, and yes, that team did beat Pitt. That team was terrible. He was on. That team was like 2 and something. You know what I'm saying?
I know we scored just enough to win that game.
Just enough. We did.
What was the score?
TG, you know?
13. I think it was 13-9.
Oh, y'all talking about that game again? My bad. I'm not all the way into it. Yeah, I still be. Yeah, y'all
that was
be
like
kidding me.
decades ago. I remember last year. What was the score last year? Do you remember that?
I remember Zach Frazier was there too. Shout out to Zach Frazier. See, you ain't even dropped Zach Frazier. That's another one. Yeah, bro, you got Zach.
We got dogs out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? We smashed them boys last year. We're going to smash them again this year.
Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
You know what it is.
Lucky one. We had a tight end at quarterback. We were going into that game left-handed. I don't know why we did that to ourselves.
It's like that. It's like
we sabotaged ourselves.
All right, I'm going to start it up right now. Think of your bet for this year. You ran from it all last year. I'll be prepared. Whatever you want to do.
At your neck. I love it. See? All right.
Whatever you want to do. You can throw the jersey going. I'm big on the jerseys, man. I want the jerseys. I want you to pop the tag on one of them West Virginia jerseys on camera. Let's do that.
Oh, this is funny, man. I love it, bro. I love it. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Did we want to talk about any Pitt linemen?
Oh,
like Russ Grimm, Hall of Famer. Bill
Uh-oh.
Fraley,
He's Googling.
Jimbo Covert just
Uh-oh.
recently got in the Hall of Fame.
Oof.
Stuff. You didn't know that name. You're Googling stuff now. If I get to Googling
Call him out. Call him out.
yeah, you're
Call him
Googling
out.
now. You didn't know that name. You didn't even know he was.
Jimbo Covert, I definitely did know make to the Hall of Fame
I'm
recently.
not Googling over here.
Russ
These are
Grimm.
off the cuff. You're
That's a
Googling.
Pittsburgh name.
I must say, I knew Russ Grimm. The other day, I was like, yeah, I've never heard that
Bill
name.
Fraley?
I was like, I don't
Come
know
on,
which. I don't know who
Googling.
you just said,
Big
bro.
pit
I've
guy.
never heard
Now
this
we're
guy
Googling.
before.
Now we're using Google.
I was just
Chat
double
GPT,
checking
right.
with what I
Now
already
we're-
knew.
Now we're cheating.
No, I was double checking with what I already knew.
Hey, my man to put up Pitt Football Hall of Fame. All right, let's just
Come
go down the
on,
list. All right, let's just start looking
Now
here.
we're using
All right,
Google. Like,
that's the vet move. I like the vet move. He said, "Yeah, you on the phone? I'm about to get at you right quick." Hey. It's like that, man. It's like that. Yeah. So nah, this is good though, man. Like I said, we definitely gonna keep this thing right. We're gonna keep this thing rolling, and the matchup is definitely gonna happen. So we got plenty of time to keep discussing it and all the particulars, man. But shout out to you though, bitch. You did look real comfy in that pit locker room. I'm just gonna throw that out there. You look real comfy out there. All right.
I hate it.
Yeah. Mhm.
And my first day on the NCAA, I'm using West Virginia, man. I'm ready to go.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Now, are you willing to do that versus somebody?
Yeah, I'll take on Deke.
Day one, we doing it. All right.
Because
take on
Deke
Deke.
has said he's coming
I
out of
think that's
retirement
why we held off
for
on
this game.
the
Yeah.
Madden game, because this is the proper
This
first
is-
game that
But
me and
yeah.
TG need to go up against each other.
Streaming and everything. I'll be ready.
Yep.
Low key, well, I was about to ask y'all this, and I forgot who I was talking
Unless
to.
we want to do it like in season, like during the dynasty.
No, I want to do it day one, play one.
I wanted to ask y'all, like, who do you think right now on the video game would have the better roster? Can y'all answer that without being
West Virginia.
totally biased?
West
See, I
Virginia.
just
He know West Virginia. He know that.
I like what we did in the transport probe. I like what we did. We got that Alabama 5-star.
5.
We got Yarnell here.
Come on now.
Yeah, we got talent.
I like West Vita. We're gonna be a state. We'll be better than them.
Hey, we're gonna find out though, man. Y'all had a great year last year, so shout out to y'all for that, man. Shout out to y'all. I like it though, man. I like it. All right, anything else? We got anything else on the docket for the day?
No.
TG, anything else on your end, man? I feel like I've been talking to you all day from yesterday to the date. Bro, come on, man. All right.
I got something for you real quick on
What
the
you
last.
got? What you got? What you got?
Le'Veon fight is on Saturday, man. Y'all tune in.
I
man.
did see that. I
Le'Veon out,
did.
man.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling this week? How you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good about Le'Veon, man. I'm on.
Now, who's he fighting? You hear me? I said, who's he fighting?
It's like this. He's like a little boxer. I
Right,
don't
but he's
even
not
know
like a
his
big
name.
name. Yeah.
No, he's not a big fish. But I'm Le'Veon boxing tip, man. I'm
Nah, shout out to L Bell, man. And like I said, man,
Sounds
we need to follow back up with him now that we've seen that. All right, I guess the football is done. He back to the boxing. So it's like, yo, let's talk some boxing then. That's what we need to do. All right.
Le'Veon got action.
No, big facts. I like it then, man. I like it. Well, shoot, I'm putting my money on L Bell. You already know that, man. Ring the bell. And shoot, I think that's going to be it. So, man, with that being the case, my dog, man, you know we're going to spin the block dudes like we always do. All right? So, appreciate you again, man. And keep being a big fish out there, too, man. I seen you, like I said, man, Coach T walked over, personally dapped him up. Coach LeBeau, hey, I'm like, yeah, he call you by your first name, bro. That's crazy. Like, I love this, bro. Like, let's run. So, yeah, man, you keep big fishing that thing, man.
I know I got someone that came up to me, man. I was getting somewhere, man.
Shout out to 7 showing love. Shout out. My dog, man. So we holler at you, man. Definitely appreciate you, though. Peace.
Peace, bro.
Shout out right there to the homie Terrence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. If you was enjoying the interview, the homie being on the show, make sure you hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe to the channel if you are new, because this is what we do. He's part of the Wednesday collection, you know. Never know where he's at. He always sounds like he's in motion. Definitely he was in the car, get out the car, but there was no echo today. That was a vibe. So, salute that, man. Hit that like button one time. Don't forget that, though. Alrighty. So I think we just super in up, man, and we good to go.
Sure. AJ Martinez says, beatbox that shit, Degler. Let's go, Deke.
Yeah, because that's when he was giving us a little beat. It was a little fire beat, though.
Was that right?
Yeah.
AJ Martinez says, shout out to the new baby. Happy birthday in the chat.
Big facts on that. Big facts. I forgot who it was earlier when we were talking about him.
Right.
They said the baby was born. We shouted him out, though.
Juby28 says, quicker responses to the chat is definitely noticed.
Okay. Respect. I like it. Now, we do know, and I think we made that switch, was it a week ago? We talked about, like, the...
You said you adjusted
like
some
the
settings.
Yeah, like the latency or whatever it was.
Chat
Yeah.
and us are more synced up.
Yeah.
Like it's more live.
Right. And so far, so good. And technology has been cooperating with us as well. We like that. I mean, shoot, we even had new sponsors. Let me say, y'all been seeing how we've been rolling the past couple episodes. Shout out to Southern
New
New
settings
Hampshire
equals new
University.
sponsors.
Yeah, man. Shout out. See, they liking what we're seeing, man. We keeping it clean, keeping it growing. All right.
Sequoia Harris, what's the word, fam? Sending love, peace, and great health to everyone. OG Moats, looking chap. Hope you tip your barber.
Mandatory.
Deke, Hollywood now. He switched up when we traded Kenny. It's all love, Deke. You still my man. All love.
Shout out to you, Sequoia Harris. Always shout out to you, man. Definitely got to tip the barber, man. If the barber don't keep you crispy, man, might want to get a new one. But if you found the right one, shoot, I had the same barber, 9 years now? Yeah, no, actually longer than 9. Because G's 9. I'm getting cut by him since 10. Yeah, it's about 10 years now, man. Shout out to the homie, though, man. One time for the homie, hen dog. Slap me up real nice, keep me real proper.
Brent Fox says Justin Fields is the best running back. Come on, Moats.
Hey, don't get me in trouble, all right? Because that could be taken two ways, all right? And I don't want to play. I don't want to get in trouble today, all right? So, he is capable of, if he wanted to play running back, yes, he could, but he is not a running back. He is a quarterback. And just because we like his fleet-footedness and his elusivity and his ability to go 80 yards, make a guy miss, put a foot in the ground, and all these other things, while having a frame that is 6'3", 213, 215. Yeah, he could definitely do that. But shout out to Najee, shout out to Jalen Warren, right? Because they got their own thing that they're doing over there, and I'm super excited about what they're going to bring. But obviously, like we said, we know what Najee, we probably won't see that in this setting. And I'm fine with that. But I just like, call me old school. I just like when they show up. It's like, yo, you don't have to participate, but just be here. I just like when you're here. Because it just feels like we're still one accord. When you're not here, mandatory or not, it just feels like, yo, we're not together anymore. It feels like you want to see what life is like without me, and you want me to see what it's like without you. I don't want to get to that. I like you here, but you just over there. It's kind of like me and you not vibing, so I'm upstairs in the bedroom, you down here in the living room. We still in the same crib, though, but we just sit next to each other. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let you pout, and then we meet up in the kitchen later, all right? But if I'm out the house or you out the house, like, dang, bro, like, what's going on? You really want me to see what that's like without you? Or you really want me to experience what this is like if you're not here? Like, hey, I don't know. Like I said, I'm old school. So I do like the fact that Najee's in the building. Shout out to the homie.
Fish Momentum, Moats, Deke, and chat fam, what is up? Hashtag Mr. Jack Myers Jr.
Shout out to Mr. Mike. Shout out to Mr. Jack Myers Jr. Jeez, I was having a tongue twister right there. Also, we had missed one. Let me get him real quick. Elijah West. I might have said him. I can't remember. He says, Najee looked slim in a pic I seen of him. Yeah, that was definitely one of the things that, really jumped off when I first saw him running yesterday. I was like, yo, my man just looks leaner. Not small. Like, I thought, let's see, I've seen him when he was 240. I mean, when he came over that first year, he ran right to where he was doing a little radio show at OTAs and was like, yeah, bro, I'm 240. Like, this is the weight I'm on, because everybody's talking about he's like had jacked up and everything. Honestly, I don't know the number. If he said anything 220, 225, I would believe it, though.
Oh, wow.
So just to give you what I was seeing in terms of just how I was eyeing body weight and stuff like that, I thought he was in the 20s. And that is really exciting if that's the case, because he looked a lot more nimbler in terms of just running. Now, granted, he was off to the side. So he's still working at a high tempo, but it's not, let me see you running in JPJ chasing after you for a finish. Can you be fast enough? Are you fast enough to actually like end this the right way? We couldn't get that. But just eyeball me watching him move, I'm like, yo, you're moving better. You look lighter. You look like you got a little bit more on you. It's not, oh, you're going from 4.5 to 4.2. It's not that, but it's like you look noticeably quicker. You look noticeably faster. Like the quickness in terms of the short area, but then even that part. And that's the thing where we're like, yo, if you can add that to your game, that's a huge element for you. That's what L. Bell transitioned from year 1 to year 2. It was the big body difference. You're like, bro, you just look noticeably different. Now, he didn't slim down to where L. Bell slimmed down to. L. Bell was like crazy. But that was the whole whatever single % body fat. Anything. Like, I'm like, bro, is that 5%? Is that 6%? I don't know what this look like. Just, you got a lot of just muscle on. I've never seen it like that, bro. But that was the part of him, you know, being his best self. He couldn't be heavy anymore. He had to be as light and as lean because he wasn't the fastest dude. But that's where the elite quickness, and it was fast enough. And that's the part where I look at Najee now and I'm like, your body type looks like you should be able to give us that because you're naturally faster than L. Bell. You're just bigger. So now that you've cut a little bit off, I want to see how that equates to him being on the field because, like I said, just watching him off on the side yesterday, I was like, yeah, he looks better. He looks a lot better to me. TG, I wish I would have had him confirmed, but he said we both kind of said the same things. Watching him like, yo, he looks good. Like, doesn't look bulky. It doesn't look heavy. Because we said at times, like, Najee looks just like, it's like, bro, why are you so
particularly
big?
early in the season, and that's what I'm wondering to
Yeah,
myself
bro.
right now. I'm like, maybe it is just better to go into the season lighter, and then if you do add an extra 5 or 10 pounds as the season goes on,
okay.
like it is
Yeah.
what it is. It doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
for the early portion of the season, Najee hasn't been getting off to the greatest of starts. So yeah, maybe taking this approach will do him better to just have a better overall productive season as opposed to coming on strong like from week 9, week 10 on, like what he normally has.
Yeah, no, very true. Because that's been the knock. But if this, I don't know what or how this, you know, who told him to take it, whatever. It's like, yo, whoever's in your ear, though, I'm glad you're listening to them. Because I do feel like that is going to help him out a lot more than him being just big and trying to, like, physically pound guys. Because even though he is a physical and bruising runner, it's still not, like when we talked about the whole Derrick Henry part, it's like, it still feels like it was missing an element with that. I think the lighter version of him could add another part to his game that even though it's not fully Derrick, I think that it can complement the style of running that he already brings and his reputation. Because his reputation already is he's a physical downhill. He's going to stiff arm you. He's not really going to step around you. But at the same time, it doesn't like it's going to kill you to tackle him head up either because like you could take a shot on him. This version, though, I think it can step around you now. That's the part where it's going to make it a little bit more. That's the part that makes Derrick Henry scary. You know he can run you over, but it's like he can also go around you. And now when you got to play both, that's when you get on the highlight tape. And I just think that Naj, just based off what I saw, I think that he could be getting ready to do something like that for us.
And even though we'd get pissed off about some of his juke moves and stuff at times, like for his size, he's actually pretty good with his feet.
Yeah.
It's just that we feel like he'd be better off just running over people at the size that he was these last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes the juke moves wouldn't get him going forward. It'd get him going backwards, and you feel like, if you just go forward, you run over this dude, you get easily an extra yard or two. But you're trying to go around him and make these little splash moves. Like, sometimes it has worked for him. He's been able to jump over people. But, other times it just kind of pisses you off. But I feel like you're saying, now if he does try to move around you, does try to do some of these juke moves, they might be more effective.
Yeah. And I think also one of the things that hurt him, and I think I have to caution myself to not do it with GP, we were accustomed to seeing L. Bell and AB. They were the greatest during that time frame, when they were here, man. It was like, so we weren't just watching a okay running back. If Najee was just replacing James Conner, I don't think we talk about it the same way.
He kind of was, but we still had the energy and like the nostalgia for Lev
for L. Bell, yeah. It's like if we never had elbow, if our only back was James Conner, that was that era, and then from there it was Najee. I don't think we hold him to the same standard. I don't think we talk about his style as like almost like a negative connotation to it.
Yeah.
But
you're viewing him as an
it's-
upgrade over James
yeah,
Conner. I think
right.
he has been.
Yeah.
James Conner's tenure here in Pittsburgh, at least.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. But we don't think that he's better than what the L Bell was and how that would move and how that would operate. And I think the same with wide receiver. If there was never an Antonio Brown that came through this thing, it's like, man, do we look at how a GP plays, or even when a Deontay was here? Does that change that perspective? Whereas when you're seeing AB, who literally would catch everything, who was a part of some of the most insane moments in NFL in terms of just how he could, he's like, bro, how are you doing that? It's the same when we talk about quarterback. If Kenny's going to any other team where it's not Ben Roethlisberger was just here for 18 years, night and day in terms of the expectations, in terms of the pressure, in terms of the expectations. But you're replacing that. This is your standard, not here. Price doing business though, but that's the one thing I feel like with Najee though. I'm like, it's not L Bell, but I feel like it's still going to be.
Watch
nicer,
Najee Harris
man.
when it's all said and done. He'll be the best Steelers running back
You know
in
how it
franchise
is.
history.
You know
Like
how it
the
is.
durability,
You know how it is.
is just gonna stand the test of time, and he's gonna plug along, be like a Frank Gore in a way.
Yeah,
Watch,
yeah.
he's gonna have 10 1,000-yard years in a row,
Yep.
and we're gonna look up and say, "Wow, just statistically, when you put it all together, he was
Yep.
the best Steelers running back of all time." We had a Franco Harris, a Jerome Bettis, and like a Le'Veon Bell here.
You know it's
Watch.
gonna be the
That's how it's
case.
gonna
You
play
know it's
out.
gonna be the case,
Now
bro.
he is gonna have to win a Super Bowl too, but. Like, yeah, what if it plays out that way where he has the best stats out of all the running backs the Steelers have had the whole time, and I've been trying to trade him literally every year.
It is funny, but the
But
start to it.
I was gonna
has
say,
been
like
that.
him
His start has
losing
been
the
that.
weight. Like I feel like that is a start. That is like just could be a catalyst.
Yeah.
To him extending his career here.
Yeah, I just looking at it as just the alumni to a younger player. I took it as you're not complacent with the success that you had, even though you feel like you deserve contract extension. And obviously the team is a little bit hesitant about that. That has not deterred you from keeping your main thing being the main thing, which is you love football first. Before we start playing for money, we play because we love the game. And it's like, don't lose sight of that because you're chasing the dollar, because you want to prove a point about this money. It's like, yo, you keep being you. You keep proving that, yo, if I think this gonna make my game better, I'm gonna do this. And that's the one thing that, as I was, like I said, watching, I'm just like, yo, I just feel like that's the vibe right now. Because he could very easily say, why do I need to change anything when I've shown you that I'm a successful running back by just NFL standards, right? 1,000-yard rusher. We all say, yeah, check box. That's a good NFL running back. Oh, now you did it on 3 separate occasions with 3 different quarterbacks, coordinators, all these other combinations. Yeah, you're a good player by NFL standards. So you don't have to do anything outlandish to change that narrative. But he's saying that, yo, I think I can be better. I want to be better. And that's the thing that, like I said, is a little bit more intriguing to me, seeing that element of it. And that's why I'm ready to see, ultimately, when the season does get here, will this actually pay off like I think it will?
Franco Harris, 12,000 yards for his career. Jerome Bettis, 13,600. So that's what that's what Najee's up against here.
He could do it though. You said Frank Gore get you 1,600.
Is that what he got
16 seasons.
when it was all said and done?
16
Oh,
seasons,
man.
yeah. 1,000 a year, 1,000 a year, 1,000 a year, which is nuts. But he got 16 of them.
Najee has held up. That's one of the things you can give him.
Yeah.
The durability is there.
Yeah.
All right, we got AJ Martinez saying Dadon, Jaron, and Tito. AJ, Tony, and Lexi.
Oh, he shot the
Shout 'em
homies out. Yeah, Tito, good vibes. Jaron, Pittsburgh Steelers for life. And then Don Juan. Or the Don Hefe one. He changed it up on us. That's right.
AJ Martinez gifted a Mets membership to Big Mabe.
Shout out to AJ, Rockstar paying it forward. And Big Mabe, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
AJ Martinez giving more shout-outs. Shout out to Mike, X Concepts, Super Stan Claire, and got a week 1 prediction.
Love it.
24 for the Steelers, 10 for Atlanta.
Talk that talk. I can get behind that. Yes, indeed.
It's not a bad prediction.
Not at all. I like that a lot.
Ethan Leach, did the Steelers adjust Fields' mechanics? Per Nick Fairbaugh, they moved his foot back to his natural side, the right. Also, much love to all.
All right. I'm going to stay. I'll just try to explain this. I don't know.
It's a simple question. Yes or no?
It's not that it's a simple question. I'm just like,
What's going on here? I feel like there's more to this.
it's not. And I'm trying to think the best way to, because it's in no 900 juice. It's not even the chat. It's nothing with the chat that I'm laughing. It's just one of the things that, and I'm gonna try to say this like with all due respect, okay? With all due respect,
Okay.
it's one of those things when, as a player, it's like, yo, certain things are kind of blown a little bit more out of proportion than what it is, or it's like you got all of that info from what? That's just kind of how I be feeling with some of this stuff, man. All right, not just with this specific, but it's that happens a lot. We're gonna get more and more of those type of, hey man, I got this 30-second clip of this dude doing a warm-up drop back, and yep, let me tell you everything is great, but he's like, bro, you got all of that from that? Like, how? If you got that quick, bro, you need to be employed out here, bro. Like, that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't want it to come off as like arrogance though, or like, you know, oh man, you poo-pooing a dude that ever played. It's like, it's not that. But for people that haven't played, they might look at it and be like, no. It was this, and because of that, that's why. And it's like, nah, bro. Like, I don't think that's that just yet. Like, we'll see. Oh man, they're adjusting mechanics. Like, we'll see. But it's like, we just give it some time. That's all. But I get the excitement, and I get because it's Phil's, or because if it's like, yo, if this was a new wide receiver or whatever, the new person is like, yo, you want to have something
like
specific.
Chicago effed him up. Look, it was this simple.
Right.
We could just change his foot. Now he's
You
going to be
see what
amazing.
I'm saying? It's like, bro, if it was that simple, huh? Like, and you got all of that from OTA practice 1, and you out there at the beginning. That's the part where I'm like, I don't want it to come off as like, yo, I don't, because I rock with, like, Nick's cool cat, man. Shout out to Nick. Like, and he does dope work, but I just get it. It's like, it's like, yo, bro, like, it was just to pick the right foot. Now we good. It's like, nah, man, give it some time though. And through time, we will see, okay, what adjustments truly have been made, and is this impactful or not impactful? But
Should this change have happened though?
This is what I'm trying to say, bro.
Is there a difference between how he has his feet and stuff?
The big thing with Justin Fields, the same way we talked about Dwayne Haskins, the same way at times we talk about Kenny Pickett. The mechanics of when you're doing your 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, you should have a certain tempo, a certain cadence to your drop. So when your third foot hits, it's not hit, bounce, get back, then throw. It's 1, 2, pop. Now I'm ready to transition. 5-step, 1, 2, 3, pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pop. 7-step, 1, 2, 3. In O-line, the routes, everything is mirrored together. The issue with Justin Fields in Chicago was his drops weren't consistent. So if it was a 3-step, he's giving you 4.5, or he's giving you 2.5. O-line's blocking 1, receivers running different routes, and now he's stuck holding it, trying to be the athlete, and we're questioning, can you read it? Can you see the field? Is it the receivers? Is it the coordinator? Like, what is it? So footwork is key. The same way we talk about Dwayne Haskins, RP to him. Whenever he would roll out, it's like, bro, man, his feet just get out of order. And it throws off his touch. It throws off his accuracy. It throws off the timing. And same with Kenny. It's like, bro, if you don't consistently drop back and have this over and over and over where everybody's on the same page, that little detail can be the reason why you get sacked. That little detail can be the reason why that slant route isn't open by the time you get to your drop, because you don't want a 4th step instead of that 3rd step. If you 1, 2, 3 and you rocking in that thing, boom, boom, he's 2 steps in. But now if he slants and he takes that 3rd or that 4th step, that's no different than this quarterback having his drop be too long. But we don't always associate the quarterback's drops to the same level as the receiver running the wrong route, but it's just as important. So with that, it's going to be a lot of eyes on the footwork. But to just simply say, yeah, just adjust this foot back before he starts it up, that's the difference. It's like,
Okay.
That's what I mean.
So like that may have happened.
Like, yes.
This is a starting point
Right,
to maybe get
but-
your footwork better.
Yeah, but it's
okay.
like this is a journey. Like it's not gonna just be today and it's done. It's like, bro, you're gonna have to work at this thing, and it's not just do it one time, because you still got to be doing it in September. We're trying to build the muscle memory, so in December, we don't even think about. You look at Russ, you never have to question Russ' feet, but that's also why he's a way more consistent passer. But he's not anywhere as gifted arm wise as Fields is. Fields got the best arm out there. It ain't even close. But you look at Russ, it's consistency, man. And that's the thing we're trying to see with Fields. But the footwork part is the key part of that. But it ain't as simple. Like, oh, he just moved that foot back and that was that. It's like, nah. But
It does beg the question, why wasn't the foot back to begin with?
because they already tried some of this stuff.
Okay.
It's the consistency of it, because he had multiple coaches and quarterback coaches that he worked with. So you see some where he was trying to get balanced, some where he was kind of staggered, and then it was like
They were trying to find out the best formula for him.
Right. So it's
Okay.
like you've seen him do certain things, and a lot of times it was just, all right, even on a great throw, his feet are crazy. He's not dropping straight. He's kind of weaving over here. Instead of it being 4, it's 5.5. You like, okay, now instead of you stepping and release, now you pop. Now you get back, now you throw it. Or it's times where he's taking a snap out the gun, and it's like, yo, your feet, like you're catching it, and now you got to reset, and then you get in your, and it's like, bro, if everything is happening like this, you're wasting how much time just off of that, but you're doing it, self-consciously, not even thinking about it, right? Because you're just what I've always done. And he's such a great athlete, so talented, that he gets away with it. But at this level, because of how competitive and how fast it is, that's why he struggles a lot more now than at Ohio State. Because he's staying with Ohio State. It's been on his tape. It's just he's been able to overcome it everywhere else. This level, it's like, yo, you're going to have to do a little bit more. And he added the legs. That's what we like, oh, all right, you got that. So now let's see, can you get that footwork right? But that's the thing, though. It's like, man, the clips will come out, and you'll see it, man, throughout all the OTAs. You're going to see it. Oh, man, look, da-da-da-da, this was it, da-da-da-da. He's great. Check it out right there. You like bro, you got
Now you got to do it in preseason. Now you got to do it in the
yeah, bro.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be like, I get it. That's why I was like, I get it. But just my perspective, like, as the former player, is like, it's not that. It's going to take time with him, man. And it's a multitude of things he has to get better at. But that's a lot of young quarterbacks struggle with footwork. A lot of them. Because collegiately, if your arm is great, your footwork don't matter. I can put this ball where nobody out here can guard him,
And
man.
you probably got a good O-line.
Yeah,
You
I got
good
a receiver or
receivers.
two. We hurry up offense, blown coverage. You make it easy. That's what we say, college open. At the NFL, though, it's like, bro, it's literally a precision thing. It's like, bro, everybody's athletic. Can you be like a surgeon, though, with every little detail? Not just your release point, not just your elbow, not just your eyes, not just your hips, how you transition in your weight. Your feet, like, all of that goes into it.
Yeah.
But we get spoiled with when we see guys like Seven, where it's like, yo, how can he make these backyard plays? It's like Seven's still very fundamentally sound. He does a lot of the off-kilter, but he's like very fun. It's like, yo, you see, it's like, yo, that's that.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
like
you don't make that.
You're not
Yeah.
talking about footwork at all or caring about any of that shit
Right.
with Ben, Brady, Rodgers, any of
Uh-uh.
these. Like,
Right.
I think when you're talking about footwork and this type of stuff, you know the guy's not exactly where you want to be just yet.
Yes. You feel me? It's like,
Yeah.
that's what we on right now. It's like, bro, you got to get that. You got to get your foundation. But the quarterback position is like, we focus on the arms.
Like
but
you brought up
it's-
Russ. That's a great example. We're
Yeah.
not talking about his footwork or
Nah.
anything.
But the great quarterbacks are built feet up. You look at their feet. If their feet are what they're supposed to be, that helps everything else out, man. That's going to make your velocity better, your accuracy better. When that ball is coming off your arm, all of that starts lower body. This is the last part of it. But a lot of times you see the dudes focusing more on that at this level. And it's like, yo, you got to get back to the basics, get back to the fundamentals. And that's what we always talk about a lot at this level is like, don't get enamored with making the exceptional play. Be exceptional at the ordinary stuff, man. Because if you're exceptional at doing this ordinary stuff, that type of stuff comes as a byproduct of this. AB is one of the most fundamentally sound receivers you will ever see. Hands, below the belly, above the belly, footwork, getting in and out of breaks, dropping the weight. That's the stuff that makes you great. That's stuff that will put him in a position to make a one hand off the helmet. But you probably got kids over here. I want to catch the one hand off the helmet. It's like, bro, you know how many times I've seen AB catch 100 of these? Post practice, 100 of these. Lay down on his back, 100 of these, just dropping them. That's how he gets to the, let me catch this one on the sideline with one hand falling out of bounds. That's how he gets to that. But if you don't work and do all those little things, then you don't put yourself in that position. And that's the thing we're going to see with Justin Fields is, can he get to that level? Because Russ already do that.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Even with like an AB, you look at him coming out, he didn't have any good combine numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure all that hard work and stuff, that builds confidence for you going into the game. And it does help you play faster, play more efficiently out there. Yeah, we'll see what Fields can do. Curious, though, you we're talking about Fields and Russ's arm, like the comparison.
Yeah.
Are you giving Russ the deep ball, though, over Fields?
This is the thing. They ain't show us yesterday.
Okay.
They ain't show us. Russ throws the pretty, like, moon ball, but I understand 100% why now. Because he's little as heck. There's no way he can sit here and throw here. He will hit every lineman in the nameplate, bro. Like, you think what the name, not the helmet, you can hit him in the nameplate. So he
has that arc.
So that's why I was like, I understand that 100%. Whereas Fields is gonna look like the Vic. You remember the Michael Vick commercial, the Vic experience? Like, it give me that type of. He can do one of those. I've never seen Russ do that, but Russ, I don't think can because of the situation that's in front of him. He has to go over the top.
And for whatever reason, those moon balls though are like
they're
extremely
gorgeous,
effective.
Yeah, they're gorgeous, man. And there's times where I'm looking, I'm like, that should not work. And it works like consistent. His accuracy is like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you must have been like a man at geometry or like your angle game is stupid, bro.
Yeah, the way you're talking about Russ, I mean, it's got to make you appreciate what he's done thus far that much, like in his career.
When I tell you my appreciation for Russ grew so much more after seeing him in person yesterday, because I definitely thought he was just bigger. So it's like to see that, it makes you really respect how he details his work, how he commands an offense. Because when I tell you he's the smallest dude in the huddle, but ain't nobody balking, ain't nobody thinking twice about anything that he says, and that's that command. And that's the part where you want to see Justin Fields
Something you had to
get
earn.
more of that.
You got to work your ass off for.
Absolutely. But that's the difference. It's like you can just, one is the proven OG vet champ. He knows what he is capable of. He knows what he's already overcome. And he's here to just keep proving what he knows he's capable of. And then you got the young guy who's elitely talented, but just wet behind the ears. You know, he's just young. He's trying to figure out, all right, when he locks in like that, what is that? Like, how do I get, But that's the gift. He got all, It shouldn't be a debate. If this was like, yo, let me fast forward you to 5 years and you stay right here, let's see what it is. It shouldn't be a debate because the talent is that. But this the game at this level. It's like it's a lot of talented players, and then you got the dudes that are extremely just detailed, precision, and them dudes beat out a lot of them talented dudes.
No, you're right. Yeah, because that's what it's going to be with Fields. Like, does he have what Russ has, like, internally?
Yeah,
because that's what got Russ to where he is right now.
Think about it, bro.
Russ being, third round pick, short coming out of college, overlooked.
You came into a situation where they were bringing in Matt Flynn and Tavares Jackson to be the guys in Seattle. Paid both of them out offseason.
Yeah, just completely different pass, honestly. If you just look at Russ, him coming in, and Fields coming in. Fields, first round pick, like, you're the franchise. We're going to give this. I know they didn't give it to him right away,
but essentially,
midway through his rookie year, he became like their quarterback, and they were going to do everything they could to, like, cater towards him in a way.
Yeah.
Whether they were successful or not, I mean, Bears obviously not the best organization out there, but it was like Fields, like, you got the job. Like, Russ came in as, like, I don't even know if was he the backup, was he the third stringer, but like he had to work his ass off to get named the starter week 1.
And then man,
over the guy, you're right, Matt Flynn. They just gave the contract to in the offseason.
Yeah. So that's my thing. I'm like, Russ has already, climbed the mountain, so to speak, and been up top. And he got it out the mud. He's a dude that a lot of guys, you're like, yo, that's Russell Wilson's story more relatable than the Justin Fields story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you see that, and it's like, it resonates. But at the same time, you understand why Fields has the vibes that he got around him. Because it's like, oh, you're those mutant types that we hear about all the time. Like you confused is because you won't 6'6", couldn't do two, 3 backflips in a row. But it's like you got that mutant on you, and now it makes sense. It's like, yeah, that's why you was Ohio State, dude. That's why. Okay, that's why he was the first round, top 5 pick. Like, I get it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But shout out to the dudes though, man. Shout out to Nick too, man. Nick Farbaugh, man. He's definitely doing some dope work though, man. Definitely like what he's doing, man. But it was just, yeah, I feel like I went on a rant. I'm sorry about that, guys.
No, that was a good combo. I'm happy we talked about that.
Man.
Let's go. UW. Herbig was getting center snaps with the ones yesterday.
There we go. All right. I about to say, I did tell you I did not know who, where officially. I just knew Spencer Anderson was with the guards. Saw him at guard.
As long as Zach Frazier was getting snaps with the ones,
Nah.
that doesn't matter to me.
Respect.
That doesn't bother me.
Respect.
Hannibal, I know. Broderick really told the media that he said, damn, you're short. What do you take a 15-step drop to Russ? That's wild. You got to relax.
No, because I'm telling you, man, like, when you see how short Russ is compared to, like, how large Broderick is, you're like, yeah, how could you see behind that? You got to drop super far back. But it's also why, like I said, Russ throws the moon ball, but you also see Russ do a lot of, he gets out that pocket, right? He wants to get to the perimeter because he could just see a little bit better. And now once he takes that deep drop, in terms of when he rolls out sometimes or he's evading a rusher, now he's coming downhill, and that gives him a lot more ability to get active with his arm, but he can see a lot more as well. So part of the joke is that, but that's also part of the things that has made Russ, like, great. It's like, man, when he's able to get out of that pocket, he will roll deeper to be able to come downhill and have a lot more room to get at, to go to work with it, man.
Marvin D. Wallace Sr. joined the upper room.
Hey, shout out to Marvin D. Wallace Sr. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
A.J. Martinez, my Monday.
Hey, hold on. Nick Ferrier, how you say I killed your last name, baby? It's spelled like warrior, but with an F. Ferrier. I said Ferrier. Don't let that Deke messing me up. Yeah, it's like James Ferrier, right?
Ferrier.
It's like Ferrier. It's Nick Ferrier, right? That's how I'm looking at it. Am I saying that not Ferrier? Nick Ferrier?
Should
like
be
James
Ferrier.
Yeah.
That's what I would think.
I like it though. You know what I meant. So you said exact. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you on that. See, I told you it was a little fast on the comeback now, man. Yeah, shout out to you.
Oh, it is, yeah. A.J. Martinez says, my Monday SC, I guess he's talking about Super Chat, about the 2 8s sucking. He was talking about Rodgers as 8 and Pickett is 8 now, although he's 7 in Philly. Because A.J. Martinez says he's 16, but I guess A.J. doesn't know that he did switch from 16 to 7. He says, no hate ever towards Tommy Gunn. TG fired today. I assume. Buy a phone, TG.
I don't even know what TG be on, bro. TG phone be working, though, because, yeah, I was going to say, even though we was together, literally all day yesterday, my man stay on, like, his phone never dies, but he's always on FaceTime or, like, Instagram Live. Like, he's always on the phone. I'm like, bruh. Like, he called up Wheat. Shout out to Marcus Wheat. Yeah, he's been on the show before. We need to get him back on the show as well, man. But Jake called up Wheat. We're like, bro, it's like 7 in the morning for Wheat right now. But shout out to Wheat. Then it was like, yo, we had to practice. He's like, yo, I'm on the phone. One of my calls. Like, and you're not just calling you FaceTime. Like, yo, FaceTime kills battery. Don't play. Everybody know FaceTime drains battery. It's FaceTime all day. I'm like, so I don't know what is up with his phone, but the battery life on that thing is insane. Shout out to the iPhones.
Mike Hood says, shout out to all. Broderick asked Russ if he needed 11 steps to see. That cracked me up. Salute, y'all.
Nah, tell you, Rev, I like it. I like the banner right there. Man, Russ, man, he gets it. He ain't tripping. But it's good, though. It's good. Shout out to Broderick, too, man.
Broderick making some headwaves. Nick Ferrier has joined the upper room. Speaking
Hey,
of
shout out
Nick
to
Ferrier.
Nick Ferrier. And welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And I think that's it.
Respect on that. Shout out, man. And look, man, just 7 o'clock, man. So perfect time. Yeah, kind of, sort of. But either way, all is well. No game tonight, so we're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
good show today.
Heck yeah, man. So with that being the case, I guess that will do it. I did want to make one quick announcement. I saw my man Bubba, I think that was your name, in the chat. Said, man, he always catches the lives like right when it's about to end. You know, he was a little bit upset about that. So I did want to shout you out, Bubba, man, because you did catch us while we were live. So salute you for that. But more importantly, if you want to catch us in the chat while we are live for a longer period of time, man, pull up on us tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. We've been here 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, cutting up like we always do. I'll be over here, Deke be over there, and you know we're gonna have a cool little convo like we always do, Bubba. So if you got some time tomorrow, pull up on us. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. All right. But other than that, man, you got anything left on your plate?
No.
All right. I like it there, man.
0.
I like it. So shoot, man. That'll do it over here then, man. So y'all hit that like button one more time if you have not done it, for the culture, of course. And subscribe if you are new to the channel. Salute to each and every one of y'all that have been rocking with us, though. Definitely appreciate you from the heart. And until next time, baby.
Peace.